Yes,
across
he got
YouTube.
fired. Boogie got fired for this, okay? It's insane. I don't know who they're gonna get to replace him. I heard that, like, this Harvey guy, or Harley, I don't know what his name is. He was tweeting out that he was gonna be on it. I don't know. I have no idea.
Across Twitter, on Instagram, Snapchat, every platform. I seen a Rumble stream talking about this. Boogie faked cancer. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It happens.
Like, I made my decision, but I really haven't made my decision.
But buckling, guys, because it's about to get wild, okay?
Because I need your help. I'm going to have to do a vote, and I'm going to take it slow. Just so we're all on the same page. Like page 5. We got to be on the same page here.
Oh my
all right?
God.
Because I want you to know where I'm coming from when I say what I'm about to say. And again, I'm not talking about the decision on whether or not to fire Boogie or not. I'm just talking about where I'm coming from and why this is so challenging for me to make a decision. Some of you might not know the history, but I think most of you do. But if you don't know the history, I wanted to create a new podcast, something that's never been done before. It's kind of like my thing. I do a lot of first, something that no one has ever done on the internet, if you know anything about my career and the things that I've done. And one of those things was this show, because I seen millions and millions of views on Lolcows, right? On the J stations, on the Wings Redemption, the Boogie, obviously, on the Dark Side Phil, on, I don't even know some of these other characters, but like these Lolcows that are around that people just hate watch them and troll watch them. Millions of views they get on other people's channels, they get clipped. People take those clips, they put them together, they do commentary, and they're just massively famous, viral people, right?
It's a good idea,
But
honestly.
no one has taken the time to create a show with these fucking clowns, all right? I'm sitting there just for years like, well, why don't you take these certain people that everyone clowns on, put them on a show with someone sensible that can confront them with facts and logic about the that's going on, and that's like going to be the greatest entertainment ever. So I had this idea to create Lolcow Live with DSP, Wings, and Boogie, but DSP is such a retard that it was like impossible to get him on board. Working with Wings and Boogie is fucking, I got to deal with Wings crying about every little dollar that's being spent on the project. Oh, I don't.
It's oddly interesting that Destiny was massively liked by everyone for calling out Boogie, and then he gets canceled over opinions on the Trump assassination. Look, I personally wouldn't use the inflammatory language that he has, but I see where he's coming from with a lot of it, especially, you know, if you've been somebody who's been engaging civilly with other people and they just keep spitting in your face. Like, I definitely understand where he's coming from, but yeah, so.
Know if we can spend like $5 here for whatever. Shut up, Wings. You're getting fucking checks for thousands. Shut the fuck up. One of the worst things that Boogie has done to this show is, again, remember, you know the concept, right? These guys get into scandals and they're under fire and everyone's clowning on them. Right?
If the whole point is for these lolcows to get into scandals and to be under fire and generate content, you've basically got the right thing with Boogie. It doesn't make any sense to fire the guy. Like, literally, he's doing that. He is being the lolcow. He is. But I get it. Like, a lot of people were upset, but like, if you're just thinking from a business perspective, like, that dude just generated so much cash for the Lolcow Live podcast. You know? He'll be back. Yeah, I think it's not gonna be a permanent thing. Probably the reason why no one made a show with Lolcows is because they're hard to work with. Then there's also the possibility of them later becoming horror cows. I suppose that's true.
Right. Let's take that.
But to be fair, like, every successful online content creator has become a lolcow in some sense, right? So.
And bring it to the show, right? One of my biggest gripes with Boogie is he be sitting there fighting with a YouTuber. One of these times he was fighting with Muta. Huge fight, right? And we were about to launch this. This was
What's the difference between a lolcow and horror cow? A horror cow is like somebody you want to stay the f away from, and the content that they create. It goes from being funny to just like being horrifying. It's like a train crash. Here's a great example. The guy who went diving into dumpsters for diapers because of his diaper fetish. Like, that's a horror cow, you know? Horror cow can be somebody who is like just so sick. Like, it's just disgusting to look at them.
Episode 1. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be great for Lolcow Live. No, the mother went on Review Tech Boring USA with Muta and robbed all the content. The whole debate, right? I'm not saying it was fake. They were really fighting, but they did it on another fucking show. Do you know how hard it is to have this business sense and this sense of fucking entertainment, and you have fucking tar?
Yes, Andy Ditch is a great example. Lily Orchard also. I was thinking of Daniel Larson. I don't remember what Daniel Larson is known for, but yeah, that's what a horror cow is. Basically, somebody who is just like horrifying. So she went dumpster diving and microwaving diapers to being attracted to minors and dick. Yeah, that's somebody who's a great example of like a horror cow. You want nothing to do with that person. You like their existence is like just absolutely horrifying to you. I don't think so, Demigod. I don't know.
Words like Boogie that needs attention so bad that he's just giving the fucking whole debate and the whole thing to another show. Do you know how hard it is to deal with people like that? That's how we got this clip of Boogie crawling on the fucking ground and apologizing to me because I was furious. Now,
it's so funny.
I think everyone knows this story, but if you don't, Boogie recently did a crypto scam. How insane is that? A crypto scam in 2025.
Oh,
I didn't stop laughing.
Rezi,
I thought that was the...
Thank you for the raid, Rezi. Very much appreciated. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't even realize. Thank you. Thank you, Rezi. Have a great night.
Funniest in the world. I couldn't wait
or is that from
to
yesterday?
talk about it on the show.
I can't
when I was
tell.
in the middle of planning my 4th of
Rezi.
July party and doing all this other stuff. I was so busy. I didn't really get a chance to deal with that situation at all like I wanted to. In the middle of this, Coffeezilla takes interest in the story and he starts making videos calling out Boogie.
Yeah, and it was fucking
calling out Boogie
badass.
for his crypto scam. This is what Coffeezilla does. And of course, Boogie knew that. Boogie watches Coffeezilla's videos.
He definitely
Before
does.
he did the crypto scam, he even reached out to Coffeezilla to see if it would be okay. Clearly just trying to manipulate Coffeezilla.
Can you get a shout out for Reservoir in the Twitch
chat? It was not okay. And he lied. He knew it right away. But here's Boogie sitting here with Coffeezilla. Oh, I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. I thought I was just having a bunch of da-da-da. Shut up, Boogie, you liar. So frustrating. And then when Boogie starts getting canceled by the entire internet, all right? When everyone's raining absolute hell on him for this crypto scam, goes into the lies, goes into the manipulation, starts telling Coffeezilla that he can't refund the $10,000 that he got for the crypto scam because he's making no money on Lolcow Live. A direct lie. A direct lie.
Dude, okay, so I totally get why Keemstar is actually pissed off about this, right? Because when Boogie is going, like, Boogie does this crypto scam, he's the one who did it. He is the one who got himself into that situation. It's a situation, but you know, he's somebody who went on the Caleb Hammer show and admitted to having lost a ton of money to crypto scams. Then he goes and he does his own crypto scam. Then on top of that, he tries to feign innocence, being like, oh, I didn't know what it was. Bro, you literally admitted to losing so much money in crypto scams and you're doing one. There's no way you didn't know. Then Coffeezilla calls him out, and instead of Boogie being like, oh yeah, I don't really give a whatever, he pretends that he gives a and he's like, oh yeah, I'll make this right, whatever. And then Coffeezilla is like, okay, when are you gonna make this right? When are you gonna pay people back? And Boogie's like, oh, I can't do it right now because I'm fighting cancer and I have to save my money because I'm not getting paid by Lolcow Live this month. And that's just a lie. You know, it's making Keemstar look like an who doesn't pay his people. right? So, Jesus, dude. He lies and says his boss is stealing from him. Yeah, it's crazy.
Really pissed me off.
Hi, Apples,
I'm the
Bapples.
one cutting him checks.
Welcome to the stream.
He's over here telling other YouTubers that I don't pay him. Now you're making me look bad. So I was heated, did a stream here. Well, it's close to a week ago, right? And I hit Boogie with a surprise. I hit him with Destiny, who had a theory that Boogie was faking cancer. Now, when I did that, just for context, so everyone understands, when I did that, I thought Boogie would just show.
And by the way, yeah, it's funny that this all happened the way that it did, because I remember a few years ago, Destiny and Keemstar like ran into each other on a podcast, and Destiny like started like questioning Keemstar and stuff, and then Keemstar like got so tired of it, and he just left. So I don't think Keemstar particularly liked him at that point, but like it's funny that he invited him on for this one, and he like ended up making incredible content, right? So Doll Claus Art says, hi, haven't ever caught your lives yet. What's going on? Hello, Doll Claus. Hello, Apples Bapples. I'm so happy to see all the new chatters recently in the live chat on YouTube. Great stuff. Complimentary snack for first stream. Yes, popcorn and beer. Well, gotta give it to him. Keem knows content. Yeah, he does.
The paperwork, and that would be the end of it. I had no idea that Boogie was actually faking cancer. But as you saw in that original stream, wouldn't provide the goddamn evidence. Wouldn't provide any evidence.
And here's the thing. Again, I'll reiterate this. Just the night prior, when Keemstar said, I quit after finding out all this stuff that, Boogie's basically lying about him behind the scenes, Boogie said, Boogie and everybody else found out Keemstar said he quits, and Boogie called up Wings of Redemption live on stream and was like begging the guy to not quit, saying that he needs that money. How are you going to walk away from a $3,000 check every month? How are you going to walk away from a $1,500 check every month? Blah, blah, blah. Don't quit, don't quit. Wings is saying, I'm quitting after all that with Keemstar. Next day, Destiny comes on, confronts Boogie, offers to pay him $5,000 just to show the medical records, and Boogie says, no, I'm not showing my medical records for any amount of money. And so to me, immediately that's sus. Then Mutahar chips in with $50,000, and it's ridiculous. All these content creators start chipping in money, saying, we will give you this money, and it like gets up to like $75,000. The night prior, Boogie is talking about how he needs the money, and he, DSP can't walk away. He's everybody over. You can't walk away from $3,000 a month. Yeah, homie decides to walk away from $75,000 in one lump sum just to show his medical records. And he's talking about he's like dying from cancer to Coffeezilla, and that he, it's cancer, it doesn't get better. Like he said that in a call with Coffeezilla, and it's like, bro, if you are truly dying from cancer, if you're afraid you're not going to live tomorrow, like you would accept that $75,000, So is this just wild? That's wild, So damn, the poor guy, really, Okay, well, not Boogie, Keemstar, right? Everybody else who's been dragged through this. Yes, $80,000, John. $80,000. Now, what is the rational reason? Like, what is the rationale behind, if you are truly dying from cancer, if you are truly having, such problems with money that you are begging Wings of Redemption just the night prior to not leave because it's going to you over and you can't cash your $3,000 check every month. If it's truly that desperate that you are grabbing for money, there's no rational reason for why Boogie would not just show his medical records and grab that $75,000. There's no reason. I would literally sell one of my organs for that money. Like, oh my God, there's no reason. So obviously it becomes very evident to everybody that this dude is lying. It makes no sense otherwise. Keemstar even tries to be generous with Boogie and say, oh, I bet he didn't really mean to do this maliciously. Boogie still refuses to own up. The dude is a compulsive liar. And remember, this is a guy that allowed people to run a crypto scam on his fans for $10,000. Yeah, For 10K, he's willing to run the same scam that made him lose a bunch of money on his fans. He cannot, dude, like literally the night before, you're gonna walk away from $3 grand a month? Homie, you are walking away from 80 grand in one for doing literally no work. For literally doing no work. So, you know, there's no reason that it doesn't make any logical sense. It makes no sense. The dude is clearly lying. There's no reason. So
It's at all. I'm holding my medical records to myself. This is the one thing I'm keeping to myself. Guilty.
Oh, by the
Boogie
way, he says that. He said that on that stream. He said, this is the one thing I'm keeping to myself. Meanwhile, 5 minutes prior, he had just gotten naked on stream and nearly showed his dick to everybody. What is left? What is left for you to keep private? You literally almost showed us your penis, okay? We've seen you naked. There is nothing left. There's nothing. Why is it all of a sudden? I'm confused. Why did he get naked? I have no idea. It made no sense.
The doctor finds out that he may have this cancer because of the elevated red blood cells. And before getting any confirmation, because the guy loves to be a victim, runs to the internet, makes a video, and tells people he has cancer. And now he's stuck. Because 2 years later, we still don't have a confirmation. And now I knew that's what happened. I know him. And that is what happened. We found out in the last stream, if you haven't seen it, finally got it out of Boogie, which I promised I would, that he does not have cancer in his portal, on his charts. It is not there. It is not there. Now, he may be telling the truth that he's being treated for it, and that is...
Okay, but here's the thing. Boogie keeps saying, I'm being treated for cancer, I'm being treated for polycythemia vera, right? There are two types of polycythemia vera. There's secondary polycythemia. Sorry, not polycythemia vera. There are two types of polycythemia. There's secondary polycythemia, which is not caused by, like, cancerous reasons. It is caused by an unhealthy lifestyle. Yeah, that's one type. The other type is polycythemia vera, which is kind of a cancer, but a lot of doctors don't even view it that way, apparently. And it's really only serious if it develops into leukemia. The average life expectancy of somebody with polycythemia vera is exactly the same as somebody who doesn't have it. And the treatment for polycythemia vera and the treatment for secondary polycythemia, here's the kicker. Big reveal, guys. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. So when Boogie says, I'm being treated for the cancer, I'm being treated for polycythemia vera, that don't mean jack to me. That don't mean jack. Because we know that the treatment for secondary polycythemia and polycythemia vera is exactly the same. So he's even lying with that, you know, like it's crazy. So yeah, that's what you need to know, okay? He's still going with it.
Doctor thinks he has it. That may be the truth. And I do think that is the truth. But it hasn't been confirmed.
Yeah, and there's no reason, if it's not been confirmed, for Boogie to be... Oh, I accidentally clicked on my little VTuber, sorry. There is no reason for Boogie to be claiming that he has cancer unless it's been confirmed. I gotta go, Star, since food is here, but have a good one. Anyways, y'all better like the stream because Star does this for free and fun for us. True. Please like the YouTube stream. I would greatly appreciate it. So, like, it's very true. It could be that he has polycythemia vera. And the way that he talks about it, you know, actually makes me think that it's possible, if it weren't Boogie2988, I might take this person at their word, because the way that he just describes it is very accurate. The way that he describes the way that they found out about it makes sense, etc., etc. But it's Boogie, okay? And he could have polycythemia vera, even if he has it. Again, he actually said it right. It is the Animal Crossing of cancers. I hate to say it, but it is. Like, it's the fact that there are a lot of medical professionals that just consider it like a condition. like, rather than just, you know? So the issue, again, is only if it develops into something more serious like leukemia. So, yeah, he's saying, I'm being treated for polycythemia vera. I mean, technically you're correct, because the treatment for polycythemia vera and secondary polycythemia is exactly the same. So, life expectancy, again, exactly the same as somebody who doesn't have polycythemia vera. He claimed to pretty much have precancer that could lead to leukemia. Yeah, but it's not a guarantee. And again, a lot of people live full lives with polycythemia vera. So it's just insane. It's amazing. What an amazing guy.
Hasn't been confirmed. If I was on any podcast and somebody faked cancer, I have to cut ties with them. I am not going to be doing business with you.
But
I'm
this
sorry.
is not.
Bye.
Here's the thing,
evil piece.
Keemstar. This is not a normal podcast. This is the Lolcow live podcast. You know, it's Lolcows. You have the excuse. This dude is a Lolcow. I don't understand why you would need to fire him, but okay. I think he's gonna come back.
But this is not a black and white situation. There's multiple different factors. One of the factors is the whole point of this show is to expose Wings and to expose Boogie. And that's exactly what took place. What happened on this show after beating Boogie, just beat him, just not letting him slip through. We got the truth. And now he has to face the music. That's the point of the goddamn show. Boogie is mentally ill. He is. And I know right away when I say this, people are going to say, but he uses his mental illness to manipulate people. You're right. He does. He does. But he's still mentally ill. He actually is mentally ill. I'm going to bring Boogie on here, and we're going to have a little chat.
I got to go. Sorry, Star. Have a good stream. Thank you, Payne. Have a good one. Hi, Gray Ambrose. There are other Lolcows, too. That's true. They could get, like, Foodie Beauty on or something.
I want to hear...
Or here's a suggestion. Onision. Is that guy still canceled? They should get Onision.
His side of events once again. I want to know if Boogie's actually going to like be accountable for what happened. Is he going to come on, say sorry, and be like, look, you know, I f***ed up and da-da-da, and actually explain what really happened? Or is he going to come on here and be like, oh, I was being treated for all I know is my daughter said this? And is he going to lie and try to manipulate us again, or is he going to be real? That's important to me. So I'm going to give Boogie a chance to be real. Okay. Boogie!
Hi, Keem, how are you?
It's Judgment Day.
Yeah, I've done a lot of soul searching since the last episode.
Oh boy.
Making some changes here on the house, and
Well, what does that
I'm
mean?
trying to think of different ways that I could show everybody how sorry I am.
What does that mean?
Because this is not okay. Like I said last time, my dad died of lung cancer. My best friend, my childhood girlfriend, she died of breast cancer that turned into brain cancer. It's not something to jump the gun with, which is what I did, and it was a very stupid thing for me to do.
Well, let's slow down. Why does your set look completely different? What's that about?
Well, I mailed you a little something, and the room just didn't look right. And to be honest with you, all this Boogie 2 Night at 8, I just couldn't look at it. So I took everything down. Once we took the first thing down, the rest of it went, and we put it in storage because I just want to see it, man.
Chat, can you hear him? Your mic's a little low for me. I don't know. Chat, is he good?
Sorry, I'm not talking like my normal entertainment self, so I'm probably a little quieter than usual. Apologize. Try to talk.
I think what's most important is, because you've told this story so many times, I think what's most important is I shut up, right? I sit here dead silent, and
I just looked back at my screen and his face jump scared me. Oh my god, that's funny. He's so lucky vampires aren't real. He's been telling everyone that he is a giant bag with too much blood in it for years now. I mean, that could still be true, but we just don't have the confirmation that it's like the cancerous type, right? So I did a lot of soul searching around the house. I think I left my soul in a KFC bucket I threw away. Oh my gosh.
Act like this is the YouTube video 2 years ago, and this time the facts, the truth. I think the audience deserves to know, you know, kind of like what was really happening 2 years ago. What should that YouTube video look like?
I'll make it as short and sweet as I can. I have several doctors. We took my blood test. We found elevated red blood cell counts, and then we looked for other markers. We found those markers. They determined that it was certainly polycythemia, potentially polycythemia vera, and they were going to treat me as if it was polycythemia vera. And that's what we've done for the last 2 years, with the plan to always eventually get this
Hi,
bone marrow
Chaotic
test
Gremlin.
in.
I've been fine. How
I
have you
never wanted to
been?
get it done because it's stupid. It's painful. My friend Marie, I was talking to her about it last night. She said she had it done. She literally asked me not to ever get it done. She's fighting cancer herself, and she says it's not worth it.
This is not a riff of manipulation. You're being real.
No.
Okay.
No,
Because the
Marie's
added
probably-
thing, because
Marie's
this
probably in the chat right now. You know,
when you manipulate or you lie, I notice it's like, yeah, my friend told me this, and it's the added stuff. Okay.
I'll send you a screenshot of that
So-
right now if you'd like to see it.
To be clear for the audience, what Boogie just said is that his video 2 years ago should have said, I have this disease. It may be the non-cancer type or the cancer type, but they're treating me for the cancer type. That's what the video should have been.
That's what the video exactly should have been.
There we go.
I was at the time at the understanding that it was most likely the case. And as time went on, I became aware that it might not be. And now we are at a point where he's concerned about what's causing the markers. So we have a colonoscopy planned. And we probably, if we don't find anything there, we're going to move on to the bone marrow thing unless there's something else that he wants to do. And we're just going to keep trying to bullseye whatever is going wrong. But I mean,
But
and
you
I-
could
Yeah,
still
it's
have
hell
the
of
disease.
painful, but it's way better to know that your marrow is banged rather than not. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy them, Chaotic Gremlin. My goodness, let's see how this goes.
That's not cancer, right?
Yes, I certainly have at least that. That is a symptom. Polycythemia secondary is basically a symptom, and something has to be causing it. The things that can cause it are things like a lack of oxygen or being
Yes.
extremely dehydrated when
That's
you take
not-
the blood.
that's
test.
not-
And
how
if you have sleep apnea, you're gonna have a lack of oxygen at times, right? Watching a stream with my kittens. Oh, that's so cute. I'm so happy to hear that.
I understand it.
understand.
I understand it that one is cancer and one isn't cancer. What you just said is if you have the one that's not cancer, it means you have cancer somewhere else.
Well, polycythemia secondary is a symptom, right? Polycythemia vera is a diagnosis, is a cancer. And so at the very least, I have the symptom of polycythemia and something is causing it. And it is possible.
Dude, I'm sorry. 1000 Lifetime says, we're going to treat the polycythemia as though it were polycythemia vera. Aren't the treatments the same? Didn't Woogie say Stardust said that? Yeah. The treatments are the same.
That it is the cancer.
And it is possible that you don't have cancer.
Right. It could be something else. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Maybe my CPAP machine is not working. It hasn't been working for the last 2 years. That we've tried to roll all of that out. That's why we did the sleep study that you see in the documentary. Turns out I'm sleeping fine. Could be.
Do you understand the gravity of how bad this is?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm willing to bend over backwards. I don't, f the show. You kick me off of it, you have to. Obviously, I'm willing to bend over backwards to show everybody how up this was. In fact, right now, and I have it queued up, ready to go, regardless of whether or not you kick me off of the show, I'm donating $1,000 basically to St. Jude's, pulling that trigger right now as we speak, and I'll send you a receipt momentarily.
Here's another thing I made Boogie do is I made him mail me the play button. All right. So his 1 million sub play button is being sent to my house. And I don't know exactly the plan, but the initial thought in my head is that we'd auction it off. Whatever money we get for it goes to some type of cancer research. Cause like,
well, I would like to ask that it's St. Jude's. And the reason I'd like to ask that it's St. Jude's is because they do two things that are very important. And I've raised money for St. Jude's many times before. What they do there is they treat children with cancer for entirely free. So if you have cancer and you appeal to St. Jude's, they will most likely treat your child's cancer.
Dude, this is fine. I mean, fine. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. Wild. Sorry. My brain is all weirdly wired right now. I do feel bad that he doesn't know the health issue. It's a void of not knowing if something you're going through is serious or not, but transparency is important so you're not worrying people. Well, acting, also one thing that really bothered me is in the call that Coffeezilla leaked between him and Boogie. Near the end, Coffeezilla said to Boogie, "Good luck with it. Good luck with your condition." And then Boogie replied, "It's cancer." Wait, no, Coffeezilla says, "Good luck with your condition. Hope you get better soon, blah, blah, blah." And Boogie says, "It's cancer. It doesn't get better." You are saying that knowing that polycythemia vera is not that serious of a cancer. You are saying that knowing that polycythemia vera has, you know, gives you've got at least 20 more years to live. Okay? You are saying that with all of this knowledge, knowing that people who have way more serious cancers can come back from them. What kind of message are you giving to people with that, you know? Hi, Kat. How's it going?
For free. They'll also board the family so that they can be near the child. It's out of Memphis, Tennessee. It's a wonderful charity. It's also a research hospital. So what they do is they try to beat cancer. They are the people looking for the cure for all different types of cancer. So when you give money to St. Jude's, you're doing two things. Number one, you're saving a child's life. And number two, you are helping beat cancer. So I'd like that.
People are really, really mad about the 1K. How do you justify the 1K?
Oh, cool, Kat.
Because that's what I have left. I don't know what else I should give. I can't give away money.
But you told Coffee
I think
that you
it
had
is.
no money
It might
left.
be possible. It might be a contributing factor.
And now there's $1,000.
Well, I got paid by you, and no, I showed him receipts for $3,000. There was $2,000 left, but now I spent more of that.
Okay, so now that we're on this honesty tour,
yeah, and I'm gonna drop this on the Lolcow Twitter right now, just so you see it.
in the DMs.
Yeah, in the group chat.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what other ways to bend over backwards. If there's things I can sell, I'd like to maybe consider. I considered live streaming, you know, for the next month, every live stream I do, and try to do 3 a week, and just raise money for St. Jude's. But I don't think people would trust me enough to give, and I don't blame them.
No,
So,
you shouldn't be asking the public for money for anything, even for charity. That's why I told you to mail me the play button.
Exactly.
Do you understand how conflicted I am? Did you were obviously watching the stream. I told you to watch the stream. I'm pretty conflicted because and that's why I was able to figure it out right away, because I know you. I know you. You get into the mental illness panic mode and you do and say anything you possibly can. Yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. I'm on the phone with Boogie and we're talking about future test. And at one point, Boogie says, and I swear to God this happened, he goes, "I can't believe I'm praying I might have cancer."
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a victim so bad?
That's so crazy.
Like, that is so insane. That came out of your mouth.
Because when we get these tests done, I deserve to have it up. I deserve to have it in my brain. I deserve to have cancer the way my dad
This
did.
is okay, and then it's just him victimizing himself more. Look, I've said this before, okay? I'm not going to doubt what Boogie's upbringing was like. I'm not going to doubt that Boogie, you know, had childhood. Seems to be confirmed by his siblings, right? And nobody really knows a person like their own siblings. Nobody's really grown up with the same experience like your siblings, right? What I will say is that you're allowed to be melodramatic for a little bit while you're dealing with, okay? This dude has been melodramatic since he entered the scene, okay? This dude has been melodramatic for like 20 years, okay? The whole like self-victimization thing, it is something you do see some victims, and I'm not making light of this, you know, it is a struggle every day, but you do see some victims purposely re-victimizing themselves because that is their comfort space, you know, and then doing the pity thing, you know, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Come on, dude, you know? And I do think it's very sad when I see people doing that, because it becomes kind of like a comfort for them, you know? So, I don't know. Been melodramatic since his girlfriend was born. Oh my God, that's so up, dude.
Like everybody that's ever died of cancer, lost a loved one of cancer, I deserve cancer. And, you know,
we're going to do a vote based on whether or not Boogie should be fired from Lolcow Live, because I am honest to God, not for entertainment, not for the stream. I am very, very, very conflicted. All right. I've lost loved ones that have died to cancer. I've lost friends. My friends have lost friends. My family members have lost family members. You in the audience know somebody that died of cancer. This is not something to play with. I cannot even think of a YouTuber that is known by millions of people and is as famous as you are. You may pull little views on YouTube. You might not be relevant, but you are famous. You're known by millions and millions of people. I can't think of anyone with this type of, I don't know what the term is, notoriety or whatever, that has faked cancer. And I wish it was just that. Let me finish. I wish it was just that tagline, because then my decision would be easy. I'd be like, you're gone. But we're dealing with someone who may have cancer, who wants to be a victim so bad, who went into this panic state. I know how you did this. And you instantly ran to the internet and said, oh my God, I got this.
So I do want to add that when I launched that video, I turned monetization off, and it's always been off. Like Mutahar pointed out, I did earn 100.
Just remember this point, guys, because this gets confronted later. This gets brought up and confronted later.
$20, but you can't turn off people who use YouTube Premium. So I still got $120, but that's atypical of a video that gets 100,000 views, right? 100,000 views normally would get you $1,000 for a lot of people, and obviously I didn't get that.
No, guys, we're about to go ahead.
Secondly, I raised money with that video. There was a fundraiser with that video, and it raised money. Thirdly, I've never asked for money. People offered, and I said no.
No, you definitely financially benefited from cancer throughout your career. You don't say that you didn't, because you used it to get out of the Coffeezilla thing. Even you saying that in a YouTube video means that someone felt bad and bought a T-shirt. Like you can't say that you didn't financially benefit from saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you full credit. I'm just saying that I had the wherewithal to know that I was never going to ask directly, and not put a charity fundraiser, pay for Boogie's cancer. I never wanted that. But you're right.
The thing about all this is you might actually have cancer. On the stream before this, I did a poll, right? And I'm trying to remember the context of the poll, but it was like, should I fire Boogie if he doesn't come clean? Like, that was basically what the poll was last time. And you all said I should fire him if he doesn't come clean, and we got him to come clean, so he wasn't fired. Now, since that stream, I've seen in this chat tonight, I've seen it on Reddit, I've seen it on Twitter, where people said, why are you having a hard time to decide? We already did a poll, and you already agreed to fire him. No. So stop manipulating.
Yeah, the story of the whole crypto scam was I need money to pay for cancer things. Yeah, that is also very true. And he keeps talking about, oh, I have cancer. I need to make money for my girlfriend. So when I leave her behind, she has something. And yeah, it's just crazy.
And also, with this poll that we're about to do, this is not the deciding factor. This is just going to help me make my decision. So I want to know where the audience is at. Do we kick Boogie the out of here? Is he kicked off the show, or is he staying on? I'm doing the poll right now. Should I fire Boogie? Your options are yes or no. Should I fire Boogie? The poll has started.
Once I talked to Coffee and I realized like everybody's opinion of it going into it, I just thought it was a funny video.
Hello, Blake.
You didn't hurt
Also,
my feelings with it, but it was a stupid thing to do. So this is the final vote with 10,000 votes. 62% of the audience wants you gone, and 37% of the audience says that you should be able to keep your job.
Well, I appreciate.
I don't think it got deleted by any moderators, John. If it got deleted, it was probably by YouTube. They sometimes will delete weird things.
The show, even though this show is designed to hold you accountable, and that's what happened. Still, 60% say this is
I went way too far with this. It was a stupid snap decision, and
why didn't you say? I understand
the
that
question,
you're having
darling
the mental
rat,
illness thing.
If he had cancer, how was he greenlit to a cage match? Good question.
You're freaking out and you're rushing to the internet and you're making this video, and then you find out, oh, maybe it's not cancer. Why didn't you just make an update and be like, guys, I may not have cancer? Why didn't you do that? You knew you were going to get backlash, but at least you weren't living with this I don't know.
No one will ever believe what I'm about to say, and it's a bad thing to say, but I'll be honest. I was living with the entire belief that I 100% had this cancer. I have always been a doomsayer. I have always been a catastrophizer, and in my mind, I'm like...
So he claims that he has blood cancer, like a type of blood cancer, the polycythemia vera. I assumed that given the symptoms of polycythemia vera, that at least something would have come up that would kind of make him not ideal for fighting in that match, you know? I don't think you guys are right. I think that Boogie's an eternal lolcow. I think at this point, his content is him being a lolcow. I think it would have made more sense for Keemstar to keep him on, you know? Hopping out to talk with a friend, have a good rest of your stream, Stardust. Thanks, Lolcows. Hope you're having a great night. I had a blood cancer and was perfectly physically fine to do stuff up until it landed on a nerve. Yeah, well, I guess I don't know a whole lot about it, but yeah.
This is exactly how it is. This is exactly how it is.
The sad thing is I believe you because you want to be a victim. You want to be... The world is out to get you. The sad thing is, I actually believe that. I actually do believe that, but it wasn't the truth.
Yeah, it's sadly very true. I mean, and again, like you said, I still believe that. Even right now, talking to you, I still believe that's the case because that's what my doctors are telling me. We have to treat this like it is the cancer because it most likely is. And I believe them. I believe them. I believe them. I mean, can I make one request?
Go ahead. Make a whole final statement, whatever you want to do. Because I'm so conflicted still. Go ahead.
If I get fired from this show, I fully understand. And I understand.
Dude, Kamikaze, I don't know if you know the whole story behind this, but it is wild. I did explain it at the beginning of the stream, and I think Keemstar also explains it. But yeah, I would highly recommend rewinding and stuff. Have a good one, John. Okay. Hi, Edgar Allan Ho. I like your name.
Put Keem in. And more importantly, I understand the people that I've hurt because I've heard from so many of you. I'm not replying on Twitter right now, but I've been reading it, and I know. And I know. And I know how hard Mutahar is and how upset so many people are. And my friends are upset. You know, they're like, I know that you know.
I don't... See, here's the thing, Cody. I don't know Boogie very well. And I imagine... him being on Lolcow Live introduced him to a new audience. But yeah, it's just crazy. You know? Yeah, he is an eternal victim. Absolutely.
This show
is that's so cool, Obscure Titan.
I've grown a lot as a person. I think you've seen that. I think the audience has seen that.
Yeah, you're way less manipulative. Even though you're still manipulative, you're way less than you were. Like, I mean, before this show, Boogie's on YouTube. Hey guys, hey friends, I love you all, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's not even you. That is not you.
I mean, that's what you're seeing right now is pure unfiltered me. There's no acting. There's no entertainment. I'm just trying to be Steve. And
well, I mean, that sounded like acting. If I'm being honest, like I get it that you're sad and you're defeated.
It's not. This is. That's why I took all the Boogie shit down because I don't want to see it because I don't want to be that person.
Guys, I don't want to get Muta on right now. Or anyone else on. I know there's a lot of requests to have Destiny on, all these people on and stuff. And like, yeah, like maybe we do that towards the end or something. But I want to just.
I heard you mention that I'm going to read these.
Oh yeah,
yeah. If you would like, I'll read those while you make your decision.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do you still have access to the channel?
I probably do. Let me see.
You should be able to get on the channel. There's a way to click to super chats. And then there's a way to see not this stream, but the donos from last stream that never got read. Let's do some of that for sure. Why I think I've made my decision. No, I like really have now. Like, let me get the decision out and then you read the super chats.
Okay.
Boogie, I think you understand how severe this is, right? But it's a very complex thing.
Course.
You're fired. You have to be fired. You are fired. You are fired. You have to be kicked off this show. This is crazy. This is so bad. And I have sympathy for you. I actually do. And I know a lot of people don't. They want you dead. But I do, because I understand how complex this is. I truly do. But like, this is so bad. I don't even have other words than just bad, 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 bad. And I know that you're not evil. I know you're just, I don't even have a better word for this. You're retarded. You're retarded. Like,
that's the word. That's the word I use. So
you have to be fired. I mean, this is not black and white. It's not like you ran and did like a I got cancer scam and ran a GoFundMe when you never had it. Like, it's not like you did something like that. We're not talking about evil, all right?
Right.
We're talking about a retard. So I feel like even though you're fired and you're going to be gone for a while, you should have some type of pathway back. You should have to go through hell, to be honest. Yeah. The play button, we'll sell that. We'll give it to charity. Reading these super chats is one. Here's another thing. This should be one of the punishments if you ever want to come back on this show again. Not a single drop of Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew should ever touch your lips again.
Ooh, that's a good point. Outsanity, thank you for becoming a sponsor of the show. Thank you for becoming a member of the YouTube channel. Boogie's whole career is going to make for an intriguing video for some future internet documentarian. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be wild. Well, Boogie's no longer in Hell's Kitchen. Jacket's off. Thank you so much, Outsanity. Very much appreciated. Oh my gosh, dude. Is he gonna fire him and then make him read chats? That would be hilarious. Boogie would be a great snake oil salesman back in the Wild Wild West. I actually tend to agree with you on that. Like, I think if nobody knew Boogie's history, I think a lot of people would buy his that he's doing right here, you know?
It should never touch your lips again.
That's already
Bro, he's never gonna stop drinking pop. Well, it just Mountain Dew by itself. By the way, speaking of Mountain Dew, when I was younger, I had a friend, and he was drinking a lot of Mountain Dew. He was like drinking them by the bottle. And one day he was like, my testicles are hurting. I wonder if it's the Mountain Dew. And I was like, what? Anyways, that's my story about Mountain Dew. I'll never stop thinking about Mountain Dew and men's testicles now. The association is there forever. So
choice I already made.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, see, this is what I don't...
Look at what I'm drinking tonight. I brought in 2 waters so that I would... Look, I'm doing it. That's something I've already done.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, see, I can't drink Mountain Dew now because I think about my friend telling me that his testicles hurt. I don't know if it was the Mountain Dew that made them hurt. I'm assuming, but I could be wrong. But now forever I have that association in my head. But I can't drink it, and I never will drink it, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, he was talking about it like it was the Mountain Dew that was responsible for it, so I don't know.
I don't believe it. I feel like if anyone on the internet ever catches you with another Mountain Dew, like, you're not getting back. You're not getting back. Because that is so, like, that alone.
It was either Mountain Dew or he slammed his penis in the car door. That's true. That's true. If Boogie told me the sky was blue, I'd check twice and still have doubts, yeah. But see, that's because we've seen his history over the years. If he were just some random guy, and this dude showed up at your house and you know, he was saying like, hey, help, my car, it broke down. Can you give me a ride or whatever? Like, I feel like a lot of us would just give him a ride, you know? Instead of being like, shut up, you fat, you don't have a car. But no, maybe he does have a car, I don't know. Boogie hath slammeth his Mountain Deweth in the car door. Yeah, that's so true.
It's so dumb that you may have...
Oh, Tyson Wine says, I thought I read something a while ago about Mountain Dew in large amounts being linked to lower sperm count. I will do a quick look, and if anything decent pops up, I will link it. Sounds great, Tyson Wine.
You're drinking that instead of water, and you're trying to lose weight with the health scares of... So those are just a few things I can think of my top of hell. The whole crawling on the floor for Keemstar, like, think of that times like a million. Like, you should have to go through absolute hell to have any path back to this show.
I mean, I'll crawl right now, and that's with me fired.
I don't want to see that. No, we're not doing that.
Boogie slammeth his folds the car door. He slammed his folds in the car door? Okay.
That's just silly. That's just, no. I don't know, Boogie. Well, this is something that we're going to have to think about I'm going to have to talk with Tommy, Wings. Our audience is going to have to give us like a bunch of suggestions. Like, we would have to see a way better human in order for that path to come back actually happen.
I agree. And this is something me and Desi have talked about quite a bit, and we're going to be making some changes. I will point out again, I will go down in history as having faked cancer, but I still very likely have that cancer, and me and my doctors are looking for it. And so for those who are wishing it on me, and I'm one of those people, with the colonoscopy, maybe we'll get some good news. You know, don't count me out yet, because there's still very much a real chance.
You're
that
literally right now, and this is like,
Don't
this
count
is
me
so
out.
insane.
What kind of
Like hoping that you have cancer, just like when you told me on the phone. You are. That's like, what is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
No,
I
you
deserve it.
hope.
I deserve it. I
No,
fucking deserve it.
you hope that you don't have cancer, Boogie. You hope that you don't have it. That's what you hope for.
This is
Don't count me out. What kind of don't count me out? What the is that supposed to mean? Don't count me out. Wow. With the colonoscopy, we may get some good news. This is wild. That's so wild.
Dating or anything like that. I'm no longer, and I never will be again in this life, I don't think. But it's been very hard to live with this.
The Andy Kaufman stuff. Why were you always telling everyone that you're like Andy Kaufman?
There are some stunts that I did.
Hi, Tequila Mockingbird. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Dimer Boy. How's it going?
To purposely irritate the internet because I thought it was funny. The crypto one and going into it was the plan.
And
I
you would
thought-
agree that Andy Kaufman's like a genius, right? Like,
Yes, and I'm an idiot. You know, I'm saying he inspired me, but I'm nothing like Andy Kaufman.
but you're definitely a fan of him, right?
Of course, love.
He might
love
have a
and-
humiliation
and of course he
kink,
died of
Died
honestly.
of cancer. He died
Yeah,
of
so-
cancer. Like,
And so did my aunt, and so did my best friend, and so did my dad. You know, and that's why. Again, if I had not heard the words, Steve, you have polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, from my doctor, I would have never said this.
oh God, this
I would've-
is just so
I would've-
avoidable. It's avoidable.
Again, at the end, yeah. To be honest with you, I should have never talked about it to begin with. I should have kept something like this very private, at least until I got it fully concerned.
Why not just
confirmed.
why didn't okay, again, maybe I don't remember the answer. I've asked this before. I'm going to ask it again. Why
ahead.
not just go to the internet at some point in that 2-year span and be like, my doctor's actually confused. Like, I may not have cancer. We're getting another test. Why not say that?
Because this is what would have happened, right? The internet is, most of the people that I've spoken to don't know that I most likely still have cancer, right? They just think I entirely made it up, entirely faked it. I've heard people saying I grifted, I put out like GoFundMes and stuff. None of that's true. None of that's true. The reality is my doctor told me I have cancer. Well, we need to do this test if we want to fully confirm it, but it's
Why? If your doctor said that if your doctor told you, I feel like this would be in the notes, you know? Like, it would be in the patient notes. It would be in the visit notes, right? Under the notes, it would say, discussed with patient possibility for polycythemia vera. Discuss possible treatment. This dude is not willing to share any of those records. It's crazy. It's crazy that he's still trying to claim this. It's always someone else's fault. Yeah, and if it's not, and then later on he goes on to say, well, maybe I misunderstood the doctor. His English wasn't so good. Okay, well, what's that supposed to mean? Yeah, even if he didn't diagnose him, he would have at the very least had in the visitor notes, not visitor note, in the patient visit notes, like under the notes section, that like discussed so-and-so with patient, you know, discuss possible treatment plans, blah, blah, blah.
pointless to do it because we're going to treat it anyway.
Telling
So-
you you had it, or he thinks that's what it is.
In my memory, and again, I am.
But he doesn't
severe-
Glitterball says, imagine the plot twist if he showed his doctor's notes and the note said, oh my gosh, I can get to my diagnosis in less than 4 clicks on my phone. Yeah. Well, what he's claiming now is like, oh, it wasn't actually diagnosed, right? But he discussed it with me. If he discussed it with you, it would still be in the notes. If it's not in the diagnosis part, it would be under the notes where the doctor is saying discuss such and such with patient, you know? It would still be there.
put it on the
If the doctor is competent and the doctor takes proper notes And with EHR being like, you know, a federally required thing, like most likely, the doctor would have written like, yeah, we discussed the possibility that this could be polycythemia vera, and we talked about possible treatments to make sure that this doesn't turn into anything else, blah, 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 you know? Oh shit, Tyson Wine came up with the NCBI link. In the largest study to date, intake of SSBs was associated with lower sperm concentration, total sperm count, and serum inhibition. B/FSH ratio consistent with a direct suppressive effect of SSB intake on testicular function among otherwise healthy men, potentially affecting fertility. However, the observed association between higher SSB intake and lower semen quality does not necessarily imply a decrease in fertility. Okay, so I don't know what an SSB is. Let me see. What is an SSB? Sugar sweetened beverage. Oh, okay. I see. And then the other one, this one has a link, but noted higher end and was more likely to smoke and do other things that are linked to virility. So it seems a bit mixed. I would go with the first one and just watch intake for dudes. Okay, interesting.
Portal?
No. That my back pain's not on the portal.
Sony Locks, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Very much appreciated. Yay, the cute bunny is back. I am back in bunny form because I didn't want to get on camera today. So thank you so much for becoming a member, Sony.
Regular polycythemia is not on the portal. There's a bunch
guys, if you like the content, please remember to press the like button on the YouTube stream. Consider subscribing and becoming a member and possibly super chatting, okay? Also, completely free way to monetarily support me is you can download the Game of Thrones game. That's linked. You can do !GOT and it'll give you a link and you can play that game completely free. And if you reach certain achievements in the game, you help me make money. So, okay. Anyways.
Things that are not on that portal that need to be.
I feel like Muta deserves to do a little victory lap. Don't you? He asked you about 1 million times and you lied to him.
I tried to be pretty clear that I'm entirely certain that I have this cancer, but yeah, I'll say that when he gets here too. You know?
I do draw the line on the Mountain Dew. Someone in the chat said Keem draws the line. I do, because it's so asinine. It's so silly. You can't be like, guys, I have cancer, and then just doing the most unhealthy thing ever, only drinking soda. You can't do that. Muta, we're live, by the way, if you didn't know.
I mean, again, my doctor says I can have a couple a day, and you know,
your doctor says you can have a couple a day.
I prayed a lot in this last week.
Sorry, I'm late. I've been really sick today. No, you're not late. You're not late. Oh my gosh.
And it's not been helping, but I think if I do some good works, it might.
What do you mean you pray to God? You're not religious?
Yeah, I told you a year ago. I found God again. Me and God talk every day. Said it on the show many times.
Me and God talk every day? Bro. Okay. That's the thing now, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not exactly Christian. I don't really subscribe to any particular subset of religion, but I do know there's...
You know, it'd be really funny if Boogie2988 came out as a Muslim. Can that please become part of the timeline? I would kill. That would be hilarious. If Boogie's retelling is accurate, I think his doctor went to the same school as Dr. Mario. Sorry, I'm late. I was busy having my 2 daily Mountain Dew. Dude, can Boogie2988 please go soul searching and become a Muslim and come back and wear the whole Muslim garb? That would be hilarious. It would be such good content. It would be so funny. And then nothing about him changes except the way that he like dresses and like some things that he claims are haram. That would be so funny. Oh my gosh, please. If he stopped eating pork, but he just like started eating, like making up for it by eating more of everything else. Oh my God, it needs to happen.
There's a God. I do know there's a creator and I speak with him.
Stupid, Boogie. It's so,
maybe I need Jesus.
It's so dumb. I can't. Like
Neo Didact says, this is why you dot your I's and cross your T's when making serious statements. Yes. Time to reach out to low-tier God, Chris Chan, and DSP on new terms, on his own terms. Email. Thank you, Neo. Carmen Clark says, are there donos that are coming my in now going to Boogie in any way? I'm not sure what exactly.
He's wondering if donos go to Boogie. No.
Yeah. Mandy Roscoe says,
Croupy2988. Oh my gosh. It'd be so funny.
You want to keep Boogie, have him on the show the odd time. People are mad, but they're going
the other
to want
two,
updates.
by the way, just for clarity, the other 2 streams before he was fired, technically, legally, like he's still going to get a cut of that, but not as of this moment. No.
Yeah.
Let me add Destiny now.
Yeah. I am buying an animal cancer puzzle from Metakour right now.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hey, how you doing? I heard you're having a fun week.
I always have fun weeks.
Good.
This is about to get real spicy, guys.
Say
It's about to get real spicy, okay?
what you got to say to me, and then I got maybe a few things I would like to say to you.
Sure. Wait, what is the theme for this episode? What are we talking about, Keemstar?
Well, Boogie has finally admitted that he has no confirmation that he has cancer. The theme of this episode is, will Boogie get fired from the show? We decided he has to get fired. I mean, this is like pretty up. We're trying to think of ways that he can earn his will back and punishments. He's giving the play button to me. It's already being mailed to my house. We're going to put it up for auction. That money will go to charity. He bought a Metakour hat. Metakour actually has cancer.
No, I'm getting the puzzle. I'm getting the puzzle.
He's not. Well, get the
Oh my
hat.
gosh.
We need to see you with that hat for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then
Metakour confirmed that no purchases were made to him the night of this stream. Maybe he made a purchase a previous night or the night before. I don't know. Or maybe he plans to. I don't know. We accept and support you, but if you hang out here long enough, you will be offended. It's true. That's very true. Gosh, dude. That's such a good slogan as well for the channel. Like, we accept and support you, but if you hang out here long enough, you will be offended. It's such a good slogan. Dude, yeah, it's about to get spicy, because not only does Destiny call in, so does Mutahar, okay? So just wait. Just wait.
And also, what else did we talk about? Mountain Dew. You're never allowed. He's never allowed to drink Mountain Dew again, because that is so unhealthy. And one of the main risks of this disease.
He can say that he's not allowed to, but Boogie's gonna keep doing it. You know, Boogie's gonna keep doing it.
Is that he could have a stroke or heart attack, and he kept saying that and using that for manipulation. But here you are, not doing anything about your weight. You're drinking Mountain Dew. So that was another thing.
Well, again, I only drink diet, and it's doctor approved. It's 0 calories, but it does have things that could lead, like carcinogens and stuff in it. So that's why we've cut it out.
And he did donate $1,000.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
St.
Just to be
Jude.
clear. Wait. Just to be clear. That was a lie. Whatever just said. No doctor is telling you don't drink Mountain Dew diet because it has carcinogens in it.
No.
Are you talking about like aspartame or whatever? Or
I didn't say that. My doctor has approved diet soda. He says it's fine. But because I've read research that says aspartame and all this other stuff, I don't want to complicate it further. I don't even need to be taking caffeine in, which is the whole reason I drank diet soda, was to have caffeine through the day. Why the do I need caffeine? What am I doing in the day?
it truly was. The comment at the end of that Coffeezilla video was like, "It's cancer. It always kills you." And I'm like, wait, what the? Why would a person with cancer say that?
That was super up. Yeah, I would agree with that. Doctors don't really approve of soda. No, they don't. It's doctor approved. It has me roll. It's so funny, dude. It's like me telling me not to drink Dr. Pepper, but I'm still going to drink it. Yeah. It's doctor approved. I cannot believe he's trying to claim that the Mountain Dew is doctor approved. I cannot believe it, you know?
There's so many people that are fighting against cancer, that are fighting against cancer, like every day in the United States and the world. That's such an unhinged, crazy thing to say. And that's what triggered me enough to start digging, like, oh, okay, because he doesn't have cancer, which makes sense. But
so the crypto scam was your downfall.
Yep.
not even, actually. It was just the comment at the end about the cancer. That's the thing that triggered the out of me and made me start digging. That was the only thing that triggered me.
Well, I will be honest. My dad died of cancer. My best friend died of cancer. My aunt died of cancer. And Total Biscuit, who I was close with and did a show many times and played games with him, he died of cancer. And so in my experiences, cancer eventually comes back and cancer eventually gets you. And you should still fight it.
Wait, what do you mean by comes back? What are we talking about?
Most people that go into remission eventually have reoccurrence. That's what happened to my friend Danny. She had breast cancer. They did the double
It
mastectomy.
super depends on the type of cancer, the age of the person, the type of treatment you seek.
Right.
And even if it could come back, that was just never an attitude that you would want to give somebody that's fighting cancer. That's just a horrible thing to say, and
No.
that whole attitude to have. Like,
We concluded that Boogie literally wants cancer. Like he likes to be a victim, like
Well, no,
online. He literally wants
No,
it.
I think I deserve it at this point. I genuinely do. And
Insane.
yeah, if it turns out that I have it, we are doing the colonoscopy still, and then we might end up doing the bone marrow test again.
Oh my gosh, this will come back up. Yeah, it's just crazy. Love Destiny doing this in the middle of his giant scandal, yeah. Relax, brothers. My imam at the masjids I started going to said Diet Mountain Dew is halal. Mashallah. This dude is just Wild, dude. I have to rewind a little bit because I missed a little bit.
And Total Biscuit, who I was close with and did a show many times and played games with him.
I like that Destiny is just like half paying attention in this too.
Diet because it has carcinogens.
We're going to put out for auction. That money will go to charity. He bought a Metakour hat. Metakour actually has cancer.
No, I'm getting the puzzle. I'm getting the puzzle.
He's
It's
not
more
a
expensive.
Well, get the hat because we need to see you with that hat for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then also, what else did we talk about? Mountain Dew. You're never allowed. He's never allowed to drink Mountain Dew again because that is so unhealthy. And one of the main risks of this disease is that he could have a stroke or heart attack. And he kept saying that and using that for manipulation. But here you are not doing anything about your weight. You're drinking Mountain Dew. So that was another thing.
Well, again, I only drink diet, and it's doctor approved. It's 0 calories, but it does have things that could lead like carcinogens and stuff in it. So that's why we've cut it out.
And he did donate $1,000.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Just to be clear. Just to be clear, that was a lie. Whatever just said. No doctor is telling you don't drink Mountain Dew diet because it has carcinogens in it.
No.
Are you talking about like aspartame or whatever? Or
I didn't say that. My doctor has approved diet soda. He says it's fine. But because I've read research that says aspartame and all this other stuff, I don't want to complicate it further. I don't even need to be taking caffeine in, which is the whole reason I drank diet soda was to have caffeine through the day. Why the f do I need caffeine? What am I doing in the day?
it truly was. The comment at the end of that Coffeezilla video was like, "It's cancer. It always kills you." And I'm like, wait, what the? Why would a person with cancer say that? There's so many people that are fighting against cancer, that are fighting against cancer, like every day in the United States and the world.
Yes.
That's such an unhinged.
It was such a up thing for Boogie to say like, oh, it's cancer, it doesn't get better. How many people are diagnosed with cancer and fight tooth and nail, go through chemo, go through like terrible treatments that make them sick just to beat cancer? And this dude has what he himself has called the Animal Crossing of cancer and is saying it's cancer, it doesn't get better. Like, up. Incredibly up. Sony Locks, thank you for gifting a membership on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is just insane. It's insane.
Crazy thing to say. And that's what triggered me enough to start digging, like, oh, okay, because he doesn't have cancer, which makes sense. But
so the crypto scam was your downfall.
Yep.
Not even, actually. It was just the comment at the end about the cancer. That's the thing that triggered the out of me and made me start digging. That was the only thing that triggered me.
Well, I will be honest.
I am on Twitch as well,
cancer.
yeah.
My best friend died of cancer. My aunt died of cancer. And Total Biscuit, who I was close with and did a show many times and played games with him, he died of cancer. And so in my experiences, cancer eventually comes back and cancer eventually gets you. And you should still fight it.
Wait, what do you mean by comes back? What are we talking about?
Most people that go into remission eventually have reoccurrence. That's what happened to my friend Danny. She had breast cancer. They did the double
it super depends on the type of cancer, the age.
Why the fuck would you even say that though, right? Like, why would you even say that? You're like, you're up people's like any hope that they have. It's just so messed up. Yeah, cancer comes back, but people still fight, you know? And this dude has the Animal Crossing of cancers. The treatment is exactly the same as the non-cancerous version.
Person, the type of treatment you seek.
Right.
And even if it could come back, that was just never an attitude that you would want to give somebody that's fighting cancer. That's just a horrible thing to say. And that whole attitude to have. Like,
we concluded that Boogie literally wants cancer. Like he likes to be a victim, like online.
Well, no,
he literally wants it.
I think I deserve it at this point. I
What does that
do.
mean? Come on, dude.
Insane.
Yeah, if it turns out that I have it, we are doing the colonoscopy still, and then we might end up doing the bone marrow test again.
Wait, what is the bone marrow test for?
To verify the polycythemia vera that I'm being treated for the last 2 years.
Destiny, or excuse me,
Wait,
Boogie.
hold on. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Wait, did your doctor tell you that you had to do that?
He suggested it, yes. He also said that it was unnecessary because it's invasive and expensive and difficult. He says not something I would want to go through. And since we're going to treat the polycythemia vera anyway, it's pointless. We're going to treat you as if you have it. And that's what we've done for the last 2 years. That's why we did the sleep study. That's why we've done everything we could to bring the red blood cell count down, because he's afraid that I have polycythemia vera.
When you kept saying increased like hormone or something over and over again. What were you talking about?
I think it's somebody mentioned it last time. I think it's the JAK2.
More victim flailing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Markers in my blood, which I guess is important for determining this. I don't know if it's high. I don't know if it's low. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, just as a quick, because I'm here, so I don't know what you want me to say or what I'm necessarily here for. Keemstar. So everything you just said was a lie. Okay. Like the doctor is not doing a biopsy to confirm. Okay, that's not true. Okay, you can make a positive diagnosis of polycythemia vera if you have the JAK2 genetic marker. It's not a hormone; it's a genetic marker. But when you said that you had an elevation of a hormone, I don't think you were lying about that. I think you were being truthful. But what you didn't realize is the hormone that you were referring to is called erythropoietin, I think, or erythropoietin. But that hormone that's elevated is elevated because that's the hormone that's being produced that's telling your bone marrow to create more red blood cells because it's secondary polycythemia. You don't have JAK2. That wouldn't be a hormone. It wouldn't be a marker. It would be a gene test that you would do. You would know because you would pay specifically for genetic testing, and he would specifically test that gene. If you have that JAK2 marker plus an elevation in red blood cells, and you don't have an increased presence of that hormone in your blood, that would be enough to diagnose. You would never do a biopsy. You don't need to biopsy that.
Okay.
So wait.
I'm just telling you my understanding of it. I don't agree with anything
What
Destiny
is going
just said,
on?
but I don't think that's important at this point. So.
Well, hold on. I just want to be clear. You're just lied about everything you just said. You're not doing a biopsy to confirm this cancer. You don't need a biopsy for it. If you had JAK2, that genetic marker, plus an elevation in red blood cells, and you don't have an elevation of the hormone, that's enough. That's just positive. You have the cancer.
Why doesn't he have the why won't he show the JAK2 markers? Dirt nap. Yeah, dude. Hooked. I do have to say, I think I like Destiny's performance in this more than I did in the previous one.
A simple Google search will show you that they used to do this biopsy, and we considered doing it because I wanted concrete proof. Yeah, well, before Moody gets started on me, I did want to say, Destiny, I know that this affected you personally, and for that, I wanted to apologize. You know?
No, hold on, wait, real quick. It doesn't affect me personally. I've only known people that have cancer. I don't have it personally, so it doesn't affect me that personally. I know what you mean though, but also secondly, I don't want an apology from you. I don't accept an apology from you. Okay. There is no redemption to be seen through me, and there is no virtue in apologizing to me. You can't tell a lie this bad and then run with it for 2 years and then get taken down kicking and screaming, and then at the very end try to apologize for some sort of like redemption or salvation. Whatever.
I'm not looking for redemption or salvation. I just genuinely.
Then I don't even need to hear it. You shouldn't be apologizing to anybody for this. You can publish one online. Yeah, you're saying it for yourself though, not for me. It's just more selfish behavior. You're not doing anything for me by apologizing about lying for 2 years for cancer. That's ridiculous.
Right.
What?
Like I said in the last time, there's just hard limits. This is one of them.
Yep.
Good one, Muta or Muta.
I still don't know.
Unfortunately, Muta, I think your internet's just too crappy in that hotel. You're skipping around.
I'm about to, guys. I'm so dedicated to this. I'm about to Photoshop Boogie in the full Muslim garb. Okay.
Maybe just audio. Do you think audio would work? Just audio?
Yeah, let me just do that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's way better. That's actually way better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't think I think there's just a limit. And the limit is like never lied about this. But like what was proven a day ago, like in that confession you had, is that you literally said one day you saw something in your portal, didn't have it, and then this whole situation.
Edgar Allan O, happy birthday, Boogie! Oh my god, dude. The M60 sent that video, and that was literally one of the funniest things I'd ever seen from this drama. Is Ghost Politics going, happy birthday, Boogie? I'm just like, the dude is so offended. Birthday. I'm never gonna get over that. Oh my god. Jesus.
It's basically been you doing lie after lie after lie, and there's things that you don't lie about, and can't one of those things you don't lie about. And it's
it was a very, very stupid thing for me to have done.
Muta, you've been involved in this a lot, like from the very beginning, kind of when this all unfolded.
Oh,
what does Boogie need to do now in this situation? He's well, we think he's come clean with the facts around the case. What does he have to do now? Like, what do you do in this situation?
You know what? Honestly, I really think like there has to be like a financial apology. Like whatever money he's gotten out of this Lolcow live probably should be put towards like research or
Muta,
paying back the victims of a scam.
Well, Muta, here's what we're doing so far. And
hold on, just real quick. Whatever Boogie says, it's absolutely not going to have anything to do with giving up money. Guarantee it. But go ahead.
It does actually.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
I just donated $1,000 to St. Jude's. Which hurts pretty tremendously. Destiny.
Did you give wait, I'm curious, did you show that receipt to Keemstar?
Yeah,
yes,
we did show it on screen.
Okay.
Yes.
And to be fair to Boogie, $1,000 is like a lot of money to him.
Yeah,
so that was 1/10 of what he made in a scam.
True.
Supposedly, could have made more.
Yeah,
We don't know yet.
Well, the
but,
rest of
okay.
it is, the rest of it's been spent. I have mortgage. I have, I paid bills. I paid back bills and stuff. That said, I also gave up my most prized possession. He mailed it at my cost to Keemstar. It's $200 to mail it. It's my
He hasn't
gold play
explained it,
button.
Megaritz.
It's
You're right
irreplaceable.
about
It's not
that.
the modern one.
We're gonna auction it off for a cancer charity or something. Boogie wants it to go to St. Jude's. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I think again, St. Jude's has been held accountable the most. I've raised money for St. Jude's in the past. I think it's a great charity. I've given money to St. Jude's very frequently. They're based out of Memphis. I like that they're in the South, but they also have been found. Destiny, check me on this because I could be wrong, but I've been told that they give almost 100% of the money that you give goes directly to treating children. They're not one of these people that like spends a lot of their own
still have the
awareness
banana
or
avatar,
any
yeah.
of that bullshit.
Hold on, wait, just a quick thing. If you want to do this with other people, that's fine. I have no interest in the manipulator tactics. That whole like, check this, you can check
Jesus.
this and verify.
He just calls everything.
Well, I'm
so
asking.
truthful.
I'm genuinely
sure,
asking
no, you don't
if
need to
I'm
ask
wrong.
me. Hold on, you don't need to ask me to verify the authenticity of St. Jude's. I'm sure that information is publicly available.
don't
I'm not
know.
here to offer you any condolences or to make you feel better or to appease you by asking me nonsense questions like that in order to seek sympathy
It's
or
not a
assurance.
nonsense
That's absolutely not what
question. I'm saying I don't want to accidentally lie anymore. I'm just trying.
Wait, hold on. You didn't accidentally
Wait,
lie
how did you
before.
accidentally
Wait, no,
lie?
stop. Hold on. You didn't accidentally lie before. You intentionally lied multiple times. You said you had
It
a
is-
confirmed cancer
is
diagnosis. You lied
what-
about that.
it is-
You said
it
you were
is
looking
my
at Vera
understanding.
on the document. You lied about that. These were all confirmed lies.
It is.
Okay?
It is my understanding that St. Jude's uses 100% of the money given. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, people will think it's a lie. So I'm just trying to be extra careful. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
fine.
No,
I'm
no,
just saying,
but
what you
we're
just said
backing up
before
to,
about
like, the-
accidentally
yeah.
lying, you weren't accidentally lying. You were. That's why it's called a lie. You can't accidentally lie. That's just called
Well,
being wrong. You
in-
intentionally lied before.
In the video, I was told by my doctor that I have polycythemia vera, and we're treating you for polycythemia vera.
He
And I-
might have uttered those words.
Oh my god. This is how he does it. He pulls something random and then I don't want to accidentally lie again. Yeah, it's insane. Insane. He's a manipulator. He is.
Maybe he might. I know. I'm sure he said polycythemia. Maybe and he might have even said polycythemia vera. He never told you that you had cancer, though.
That's fair. That's true. I had to Google that.
Okay. Yes. Which is
Oh
what we
my-
thought. That's what we thought in the beginning. He probably told you
Wait.
that you have an elevation, everything. You have polycythemia. You probably Googled that. You might have thought that he said vera. Maybe he up and said vera, but he never said cancer. He never said cancer.
Polycythemia vera many times, many times.
Oh my God!
This is
What
we're
just
treating you
happened?
for.
What just happened? Your
Well-
doctor did not tell you you had cancer?
Correct.
Well-
That's why this was the very first question I asked when I came on your show 3 or
Again-
4 days ago, because I knew that he
Again,
never
my
said it.
doctor, my basal cell carcinoma got referred to as a carcinoma, right? They call it by the name of what it is. They don't break it down in layman's terms. My doctor never did. He just told me what he's treating me for. Polycythemia vera.
God, dude.
Well, but if he's treating it for you, you have to be diagnosed. You were diagnosed for it. Now it's like secondary polycythemia. This is the problem with like lying about the situation too. Literally, okay, so you accidentally lie. How malicious does it seem? And everybody in this call will agree. 6 days ago, you're sitting there like, I'm looking at my portal. It says polycythemia vera. I screenshotted it, and I'm not going to send it to any of you guys. And then, like, literally 72 hours later, you're like, oh wow, it's just not there. This is not like an accidental lie. It is a very malicious lie.
Even in the confession, even once you're coming clean, you're still saying that your doctor told you had cancer. And the tweet that you put out after you confessed to be lying about this and you had no confirmation, my doctor is telling me I have cancer. Now
He literally self-diagnosed cancer. Yeah. This is reminding me of Lio saying I hate liars, yet he lies all the time. Like Boogie. Well, look. I'm past Lio at this point. Do you think Boogie paints a dragon tattoo on his back and stands naked in front of the mirror with his balls and schlong tucked between his legs? Quite the question, Subgenius. Dude. If you really jumped the gun, all he had to do was fix it. When he fixed it, he would have gotten memed on, but sure, getting scared about a diagnosis and mixing it up is understandable. Doing this, though, yeah, no, it's crazy. 2 years, you know? I just realized there's a giant bunny in the street. Yeah, we're doing VTuber mode tonight because I don't want to be on camera. I don't feel like it.
now We're finding out your
polycythemia vera is a cancer.
No. That's manipulation right there. You keep saying that your doctor said the word cancer, and that we just found out now he didn't even do that.
I mean, he didn't say you have cancer. He said you have polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer.
Oh God. Oh God.
Just to be clear, I would be shocked. I also don't think it's true. I would be shocked if a doctor would tell you in technical terms about a particular cancer and not tell you that it's cancer, and then let a patient just go home and discover on their own. Oh,
They
fuck,
would
I have
not.
cancer.
The doctor would sit down with you. They'd go through the test results, and then they would break things down for you, what exactly it means and what the steps are moving forward.
You would tell me. That sounds wild.
Okay.
To be clear, for terms of what is reality, so this is something else too. This is an important question, and because I think there should be consequence to this. Did you tweet from your brother's account, or does your brother deserve to have his reputation smeared? Because he staked his reputation on your diagnosis that you're telling us now that you never got.
Like my brother said, he has seen medical records that says they are treating me for this, and he's seen
So your brother should have, what is his, because his reputation at least should be known that it should be smeared. His reputation should be tarnished because you traded on his reputation to validate this cancer diagnosis.
We validated that in my medical records they said they were treating me for this.
Okay, but the treatment doesn't matter because, like, draining blood or whatever, that could be just for an increase in red blood cells, right? You could just have more blood because of the other issues for
polycythemia. It could be for secondary polycythemia, because secondary polycythemia, again, just reiterating, secondary polycythemia's treatment is the exact same as polycythemia vera. Someone should tell Lips of TikTok Boogie is trans. What the That's so up, dude. It's so up.
Secondary polycythemia.
There are separate codes for polycythemia and polycythemia vera. There's different codes.
What's a unique treatment right now that you're taking for polycythemia vera that wouldn't apply to secondary polycythemia?
Oh, good. He's on it.
You're the one that said that you had to pay for all the medications. Didn't you say the cancer treatment was expensive? Well, what is the cancer treatment that you're paying for? What's the unique expensive cancer treatment?
We are doing monthly blood tests, which is expensive.
Blood tests is I do monthly blood tests for STD.
Blood tests are for anything. What do you mean? Cancer check.
I don't know. They're $70 a pop.
I do blood tests as well. I mean, that's a pretty common.
Okay, so this is so I'm just to be clear, that was another lie. Okay, hold on. I just want to say for people, just for people that listen, this is such common.
I do monthly blood tests specifically for this.
You're such a you're a horrible human being. Okay, you're a horrible person.
Yourself.
No, you're a bad person. You're a horrible
fireman in a goddamn Trump office. Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't make the choice of. No, I'm sorry. You fucking smear me. I fucking smear you.
Keep going.
You mocked a man.
Yeah, you can smear me. I did. Listen, 20 volunteer firemen wouldn't be able to put out the fire that is your life right now. But
you listen. I might be a piece of
shit. Dude, he's so mad. To quote Tyler, the Creator, so that was a lie. Actually true. So true.
My dad, who died of cancer, also was a volunteer fireman, by the way. Okay, and this man was, I believe, a father. I believe was a husband, and he was only exercising his American right to support.
Why are you deflecting to this? Why do you just?
Because it's a manipulation tactic.
Deflecting to something else entirely. Yeah, you are. You can't even address any.
What this piece of shit does. What this piece of shit uses his platform to do. This piece of
Thank you.
You know what? I find what Destiny said inflammatory, but this is a clear deflection. Yeah. What is that?
Yeah, but you want to show me. That's fine.
20 minutes. I gave him 20 minutes on me. 20 minutes. I get.
Can I have one more minute? I just want one more minute. I just want one more minute. You can do whatever you want. Okay. Listen, I'm just saying that very common manipulator tactic is to, when you get completely backed into a corner on something, you lie until you can no longer lie anymore. Then once you've been caught, then comes the victimization.
Go ahead.
I did lie. It was so horrible. I'm so sorry. However,
knows the kind of person you are. So
however,
say it anyway.
if you
watching this knows that you mocked
the
fireman who exercised his political right. I don't need a.
And I'm exercising my political right. I can do that as well.
Yep.
God bless. God bless America.
I value Muda's opinion here. I throw yours in the trash. I don't give a what you think.
That's fine, but I'm the one that blew your whole fake cancer up. So apparently my opinion is the one that matters at the end of the day here, Boogie. I'm sorry, okay?
Don't worry. Maybe I'll still catch a bullet. I might vote for Trump. Maybe I'll still.
Or maybe you'll shoot at another YouTuber that'll show up at your house. Who knows? Maybe someone in your neighborhood will catch a bullet if the wrong person shows up and starts.
Dude, Keemstar at the bottom corner here is so funny.
bullying you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you threaten my life and stand on my property, you will get shot.
Anyway,
what does that have to do with
lie,
anything related to this?
Actually, he's deflecting.
He brought it up. He brought it up.
I'm just saying you can't.
He's the one who brought it up. I don't know. He's the one who brought it up.
So these are lies that he doesn't want to confront yet. These are lies that he doesn't want to confront yet. You're lying about all the other stuff you're saying too, and I just caught you in it. You probably lie about almost everything. If we would have a long enough conversation,
Keemstar just walked away. He just walked away. Is Boogie trying to grift Trump support? I have no idea. I have no idea.
I'm not even fat. I'm not even fat. Look at me. I'm not even fat. Everything I say is a lie. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me everything I say is a lie. Go right ahead. I'm not even fat.
Okay.
20 minutes. You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes, Destiny. I get 5. Okay? Look, what I did was horrible. 110%. I rushed to the internet to play victim because I was told I have polycythemia vera, which was a form of cancer. And later, my doctor treated me for it, but he told me until we get a test to know for sure, we're going to treat you as if you have it. And I rushed to judgment because I wanted to play the victim. I wanted the attention. It was 2 years ago. It was the thing to do. I did it. I'm a piece of shit. But there can be 2 pieces of shit here. And there are. And that's all I'm saying.
Okay. No one's denying that. I'll gladly play the villain or be the villain. All I'm saying is that all the other stuff, you've been confronted on this lie. And if you spend enough time in a room, I can unravel your whole life, okay? Because you lie very poorly. You're the worst manipulators I've ever met. I've never really watched you before this. I've watched you since this. I've seen you try to deflect. I've seen you try to manipulate. You're everything that you see in me. You're everything that you see in me. You are a piece of human garbage, man. Piers Morgan's right.
Jeez, dude. He lays it out. Yeah, no, he's just deflecting. He's just deflecting. Bravo, Boogie. Yeah, seriously. Wow. Tough guy Boogie. Yeah, he really thinks he's winning this right here. It's just incredible.
And what I want to say is, number one, I'm really sorry that I did the thing I did. I'm sorry.
That's
and
fine.
I'm going to do everything I can to make up for it.
You're not sorry because you're still lying.
Again, I'm not even
You're still lying, Boogie. You're still lying, Boogie. Nothing I say.
Everything I say is fat, right? I'm not even fat. I'm not even human. I used to say my name is Steven. Oh, my name's not even Steven. Everything I say is a lie. Go f yourself.
Yeah.
Go
so you're still lying.
Bro, this is how are we getting so high and mighty lying about cancer and then playing this moral lie around? Like,
that is so true. I feel like, okay, dude made an edgy joke, okay? Said some inflammatory that I probably wouldn't say. But did he lie about cancer? Has Destiny ever lied about having cancer? No. No.
Like I said, Muda, there can be
reason why. Hold on.
There can be 2, and there is.
Okay.
There is. I'm not saying I'm better than Destiny.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm worse than Destiny. I'm just saying he's human garbage. That's it.
So once, as a manipulator, once you've been caught with a lie that you can no longer
Tell me how you manipulate. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Tell me.
Once you've been caught with a lie, you can't further anymore. Then eventually, what you have to do is you have to own the lie, and you have to validate the person attacking you as much as possible while seeking assurance on everything in the peripheral, right? So it's like, okay, fine, you caught me on this. You throw yourself under the bus. Can I finish a single sentence?
No, you can't. I want to say, listening to you talk is like you are one of the nerds I would have thrown out of a magic.
Can I get? I just need like 1 minute to explain it. And then he keep rambling. He's trying to.
20 minutes.
I will play. I'm going to play moderator just so we can get a little back and forth. We'll let Destiny go first because he was in the middle of talking. Go ahead.
Sure. So Boogie is saying that he's owning up to everything. He's not. He's just owning up to the things that he absolutely cannot defend anymore because the evidence is overwhelming. However, while he is like throwing himself under the bus there and asking for, I want to apologize. I did a bad thing. I really did. He's still lying about every single thing in the peripheral. For instance, his brother tweeted out and staked his reputation. Not that you were being treated for polycythemia vera. He said that he wanted to confirm your diagnosis. Okay. And he said that you suffered with a debilitating condition for at least 2 years. Wait, so hold on. So there's 2 things. So there's two things. He said that he confirmed the diagnosis, not the treatment, and he called the condition debilitating. So then I ask you, okay, you've got a debilitating condition. What treatments are you taking for that? And you said blood tests every month.
You interrupted me.
I didn't interrupt. Muda here heard me. Nobody interrupt. You said blood tests. We're like, wait.
Wait, what? What happened? Oh shit! Did I get raided? Thank you for the raid. Did I get raided for real? For real? I'm sorry if I didn't notice the raid. Right now, I'm working very hard on making Muslim Boogie in Photoshop. Thank you for the raid, Nick. Very much appreciated. Yes, we're watching this. Thank you for the raid. Shout out to Nicholas Diorio. Okay. I am currently working on making Boogie into a devout Muslim man in Photoshop, all right? And so we're just watching this while we're doing that.
What else? Just you said I don't know.
Boogie, wait. Boogie, wait. Boogie, wait. Just wait.
What other treatments then? What other treatments are you taking for this debilitating condition?
Go ahead, Boogie.
I'm on medications, including a blood thinner.
Also, congratulations on the 40K, Nick. Congratulations. Black fur. No, it's not. Okay, stop it. This is not. I didn't want to be on camera, so I just turned the VTuber on. It is not. It's not blackface. It's not black fur. I don't even know what. I don't even know what that means. Okay, but I didn't want to be on camera. I'm allowed to be on VTuber. Okay, and I'm making. I tweeted it out. I tweeted about it. It would be very funny if Boogie went soul searching after getting fired from Lolcow Live, became a devout Muslim, and just showed up on stream wearing the full Muslim garb, right? And I thought it would be the funniest thing in the world. So right now I'm like photoshopping that right now, making it happen. So we might rewatch Ghost Politics doing the whole happy birthday to Boogie. Like, what the dude?
A heart pill. And these are things that we're doing to make sure that I stay alive while my red blood cell count is through the roof.
These aren't cancer treatments. These are probably treatments that you always... We can see all of the medical conditions listed in that documentary.
Again, Destiny's onto something here because, again, the polycythemia vera treatment is exactly the same as it would be for secondary polycythemia. So secondary polycythemia is treated the exact same way. So while Boogie is technically right that he is getting the same, he's getting the treatment for cancer, he's also kind of lying. Because it's the exact same. It is. So, yeah. So, why don't you say hi to me, Star? Hi, Origin.
That you did.
Yes.
Let me interrupt for a second, because I'm confused. At one point earlier, you said that your doctor said you had this thing. You Googled it.
Yes.
And then you said to yourself, oh, I have cancer. Let me finish. And then you rushed to make the YouTube video. Is that how it played out?
So here's how it played out. Because I didn't talk to my primary doctor first. I talked to my sleep doctor. So my sleep doctor does a phone visit, and he's like, so you want to treat the polycythemia vera, and that's why we're doing this, correct? And I'm like, the what now? He goes, polycythemia vera. He was very clear about the vera part. And I'm like, I guess because I had not talked to my primary doctor yet. And I said this 2 live streams ago.
Wait, you called a doctor and he asked you what you wanted to treat? A doctor that you had a referral to?
We had a phone visit, and he's like, he was confirming the polycythemia vera. I don't know why.
Wait. No. You have medical records. He's not going to ask a patient. That's what a chart is for. He's not going to ask you for your medical diagnosis.
He was confirming it. He's like, we're doing this to treat your polycythemia vera. And he's explaining why we're doing what we're doing. That's it. He's just explaining why we're doing what we're doing. Every doctor I've ever had does that. They'd say,
no, there's no difference. Tim Forsyth says difference with polycythemia vera is they could prescribe you with chemotherapy medicine. That's not correct. The way that they treat polycythemia vera is the same way that they treat secondary polycythemia. It is, blood testing, reducing the amount of red blood cells, so draining blood, right? Phlebotomy, things like that. So this treatment is the same. Yeah, chemotherapy doesn't do anything for polycythemia vera. So it is the same thing. This treatment is the same. It's just the cause is different. And the cause being for secondary polycythemia is like these other factors, whereas polycythemia vera is caused by the mutation in the bone marrow. So he literally lied about COVID lockdowns happening when he was diagnosed. He got diagnosed in 2022. Restrictions in his state ended in 2021. Yeah. I mean, I don't know I don't know the context of that, Mike. Why he was like lying about that. Like, what exactly was the claim he was making? Because I will say, despite state restrictions, a lot of hospitals continued to have restrictions. So I don't know.
Going to have a surgery. Here's why we're doing the surgery.
And to be clear, they did not say cancer, to be clear.
No, that doctor said polycythemia vera. And I'm like, yes, I guess so, because I had not talked to my primary doctor yet. Then I made the video and I confirmed with my primary doctor that this is a form of cancer.
Hold on, wait. So you saw, who gave you this? Who talked to you about polycythemia vera initially? Who was the first one that brought this up?
The sleep doctor.
Wait. So the sleep doctor
What?
diagnosed you and then
No,
recommended.
he did not diagnose me.
Wait.
It was already in the blood. So I went to see a doctor. I got a checkup. He told me my red blood cell counts were up. They did another blood test. They put it in my chart. It just so happened that I see my sleep doctor next. It wasn't a phone call. It was a e-visit because it was more convenient to do this. This was during still COVID times, and I didn't like getting out of the house. I'd been vaccinated, but again, they did e-visits more often than not.
Boogie's almost Muslim.
Anyway, it was a e-visit. And then he told me polycythemia vera. I didn't know what it was. I came in here. I Googled it. I mean, I Googled it on my phone. I came in here and I made a video. It wasn't until I talked to my primary doctor that he said it is a form of cancer. So when I said I had to Google it, it's because the sleep doctor just happened to mention it. It would happen to be in my medical chart.
Why is it? Wait. So how is it that your sleep doctor sees this in your chart, and then your primary doctor?
I don't know.
And then your primary doctor confirms it. Wait, then why is it that today you're telling us that it's not confirmed?
If the doctor was able to confirm it.
If both doctors have confirmed it, why are you saying you need another test?
He's confirming that we are treating the polycythemia vera. He is treating it as if it is polycythemia vera. He confirmed polycythemia is a form of cancer. We are fairly certain that you have it. There is a test that can confirm it, but you have the proper blood markers, so we're going to treat you as if you have it.
But
so
there's there's two different stories that you keep saying. My doctor thought.
You know what? Actually,
my doctor thought it was this, and then my doctor told me it was this.
If you want to play, we could play doctor. Okay, I'll be irresponsible. Have you? What the last blood test that you took? Did they check your hormones for EPO? Is that listed anywhere on there?
No, we're just monitoring the red blood cell count right now.
Did we talk about this yesterday?
Wait. Hold on. When they're doing these blood tests, what are they looking for?
Red blood cell count. They're looking for an elevated hemocrat and hemoglobin. They're looking for elevated hemocrat and hemoglobin, which is it's elevated, and we're concerned to how elevated. So
why would they not check
medication? Hold on, we're making medication choices. And we are making lifestyle choices to try to bring it down. And you know what? We've done a very good job. We have it down to just above
diagnosis.
High.
Yeah,
it's the best it's been since I was diagnosed 2 years ago. Currently, I think in part because I'm losing weight, in part because I'm bringing down my blood sugar levels, because I'm eating better, because I'm exercising more, I'm sleeping better, I'm sleeping more, and we have the blood.
When you initially got diagnosed, what were your EPO levels at? What do they measure them at?
I don't know.
Do you have a blood test or anything? They must have taken it.
Again, I'm not providing my medical charts. I'm never going to do that.
Then why talk about your medical diagnoses at all?
I don't want to be talking about it anymore. I talked about it 2 years ago.
You don't want to be talking about it anymore because you got caught lying.
I'm just, man.
Yes, that's why. That's exactly it. That's why. Even if, and I was telling this to chat earlier for people who just got in here, even if, let's say that the doctor said, we don't know for certain, the doctor didn't diagnose him, but said, we're going to treat you as if you have polycythemia vera because you probably have polycythemia vera. Even if the doctor said, you probably have polycythemia vera, if the diagnosis code is not in the patient notes, the doctor would have at the very least written in the patient notes that discussed possibility of polycythemia vera, discussed possibility of treatments, discussed with patient that we are going to approach it in such and such a way. It wouldn't be, like, it would still be something that shows up in the medical notes. And those notes would be immediate. I don't know what he was saying last stream. He was claiming that it wouldn't be immediate. Oh, it's not updated in the medical charts. It would be immediate because, again, doctors are now, like, required by law to participate in the whole EHR system, and they have to pay fines if they don't participate in it. So it would immediately be updated. So yeah, he's just full of
even today, just today, I find new information that I didn't know.
New information there. I told you this too.
Well, so here's something that Keemstar doesn't know, right? Here's something that Keemstar doesn't know. Has any doctor that you've had ever used the word cancer? Your primary
Yes, I told you. I confirmed with my primary doctor after I talked to the sleep doctor. Yes, many times. Desi's been in the room when he said cancer. Okay. He said it in the last year.
If he said cancer, why do you need a biopsy? If he already knows, what are you biopsying for? What's the point?
I'm the one who wanted the biopsy.
You can't just hold on. Do you pay
So wait,
cash?
what?
Do you pay cash? Do you pay cash for every single test?
There's a copay, so sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends.
Does your insurance company allow you to just request whatever random test you want? Can you go in and say, actually, I want to do X-rays and MRIs today. I want to do a contrast scan.
I don't know. I get, as a man who's been in and out of hospitals for the last 15 years, I can tell you the way it works is you and your doctor discuss things. So if you want a specific medication that you saw advertised on television, you can say, hey, doc, do I qualify for this penis pill or whatever it is? And then he can say, yes, maybe you do. And then they run it by the insurance if you qualify for it, if you have the conditions, right? So if I have a heart disease and I see a heart medication advertised on the television and I say, hey, doc, do I qualify for that heart medication? I think it might be good for me. And then you and your doctor make a decision together. And then we see what the insurance company has to say.
So you were just workshopping biopsies with your doctor? And
Those
you were
are
like,
treatments,
he
not
mentioned it
tests.
2 years ago. He said that there is a bone marrow test that we can do to confirm. But it is invasive and expensive. It is extremely painful, and it's unnecessary because we're going to treat you anyway. We're going to do it anyway. So let's just.
We're going to treat you anyway. The diagnosis has not been confirmed. The diagnosis has not been confirmed, but we're going to treat you as if you have it anyways. Could it not just be, again, that the treatments for both are so similar or nearly the same, if not exactly the same, that it doesn't matter? Like, I don't know, dude.
Treat the symptom because this cancer is kind of a joke cancer. And like I said in my video.
Also, if it was a joke cancer, when you were in your call with Coffeezilla, why did you say, when Coffeezilla said, oh, hope you get better soon, why did you say to him, it's cancer, it doesn't get better? Because you're a manipulative piece of shit. You're a manipulative piece of shit. That's why. He's saying now, remember this, guys. He is saying this now, that, oh, it's a joke cancer, it's the Animal Crossing of cancers. And I don't think he's wrong to describe it that way, even if though it's a wacky way to describe it. But what really grinds my gears is that in that call with Coffeezilla said, hope you get well soon. And he said, it's cancer, doesn't get better. Imagine you're like somebody with cancer who's watching him say that. That's ridiculous. Can I just say, I love the looks on like both Keemstar and Destiny's face on this. Like Destiny's just doing the side eye and like Keemstar is just like staring off into the distance. Like
it has a prognosis of 20 years.
If it's a joke cancer, wait, if it's a joke cancer,
I'm saying that. Okay, it has a prognosis of 20 years, which is what I said in my video. It has a prognosis of 20 years. I said,
why are you repeating the same thing? Stop filibustering. You just said the same.
Let me finish the sentence. Moderator, can I finish the sentence?
Yes, go.
Oh my God.
Like I said in the video, the prognosis is 20 years. So if you're going to get a cancer, this is the one to get. Hey, I haven't been out here saying I'm dying in the next year.
Repeating the same shit,
no,
dude.
you have been saying you're dying. You have been saying you're dying.
You were on there. You were like, I'm fighting.
Everything that he's just said, all of these, again, it's because you're lying. So firstly...
Let me finish. Outside of this cancer, do you not understand I'm extremely unhealthy? Do you not understand that my heart is enlarged after keeping an adult obese man alive for 50 years?
Yeah, but you're saying that cancer is going to kill you.
Let me finish. Do you not understand that I have venous insufficiency in my legs? Do you not understand that I have the beginning stages of congestive heart failures and my hand and my feet are beginning to swell because my heart is giving the out, and the polycythemia vera is one of the reasons that's happening. And I keep telling Keemstar, at the rate I'm going right now, I'm in a very dangerous place. I'm a 400-pound, 50-year-old man. That's goddamn rare. That's goddamn rare. And I'm extremely...
God, dude, come on. What is going... Like, why would... Okay, if you have the signs of congestive heart failure... My grandmother died of... congestive heart failure. If you have the signs of congestive heart failure or like or it shows signs that you're going to develop that, right? Why wouldn't you just say that instead of this about, oh, it's cancer, it doesn't get better, acting like you're going to die tomorrow because of your cancer? Like, it's very true that he has a lot of health problems, you know? Like, it's very, very true that he has a lot of health problems. But what he didn't need to do is like milk the out of the cancer diagnosis that's fake Jesus Christ, dude. Jake Breaker says, do you not understand that my doctor says I need Mountain Dew? And then Eli said, don't put words in his mouth. His doctor said he needs Diet Mountain Dew. Yeah, he said Diet Mountain Dew is okay. So, hi, Miss Milena. How's it going today for you? Sorry, my brain is like all sorts of crossed everywhere because I was like sick the past couple of days and my head is still hurting, but yeah, how is it going, Miss Milena? Miss Milena is such a queen. Anyways, dude, I just can't believe, I cannot believe this man. He had the audacity of this man. God, dude, what a guy. What a guy, really. Upstanding individual, upstanding citizen of society. His heart is going out because of stress of the fat and sitting around. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry if YouTube is censoring your chats. It's not me, I promise. It's not my mods, I promise.
Sick, including the polycythemia vera. All of my problems have to do with my dying heart.
If this is a 20-year cancer, so easy and whatever, and it's not a big deal, you know, you've got all this good prognosis. Why did your brother say it was a debilitating condition?
Because it is.
Number two.
Because Google it is.
Number two.
It's exhausting, man.
Number two.
It turns your blood to syrup. My blood is syrup right now. It's
great.
Exhausting. It's exhausting.
Number two. If it is cancer, why are lifestyle changes like losing weight helping? That would only help secondary polycythemia.
That's why because
exactly.
Ooh. Wrecked, dude. Goddamn. Oh man.
Okay, that's right. You're just lying. You're just lying. You don't treat cancer with exercise.
You're the fucking Google expert. You're the fucking Google exercise. You're the Google expert, right? Go ahead and look it up on Wikipedia. The way you treat polycythemia vera, unless it turns into leukemia, which only happens very rarely, is you treat the symptom because there's nothing you can do. You can't pull the.
So he's admitting it. He's admitting it. Anyways, I need food. Bye, y'all. Have a good one, Juan.
Now you say it happens rarely when you were like,
fucking
eventually it'll turn into it.
Eventually it does. That's why it has a prognosis of 20 years.
Okay,
because
either it eventually does or sometimes it does, right? But again, the life expectancy of somebody with polycythemia is exactly the same as somebody who doesn't have polycythemia. So, Destiny did drama content, he'd be deadly, not gonna lie. I mean, I know he's like mostly focused on politics, but he does do drama content. He's just not, he doesn't market himself that way, you know? So.
On a long enough timeline, eventually it will. That's
not eventually it will. It has a small chance of becoming that.
It's 5% at the end of
Boogie,
10 years.
The only way, Boogie, listen, the only way you're ever going to settle this, otherwise you're just going to argue forever.
Yes, I'm going to keep saying the truth forever.
Okay, but
I'm not going to
hear me
back down from the truth.
My God.
Don't interrupt me. I'm the moderator, bro. Listen, the only way you're ever going to be able to settle this is at some point you're going to have to release the medical records. You're going to. But you're going to. Because
it's never happened.
And look at everything that's happened because you haven't. Look at you. You're already fired from the show. You're already gone. I don't care, Boogie. I'm telling you, man to man, that's the only way.
Happen. It'll never happen. I said 2 years ago I won't, and I won't today, and that's just how it is. This is my goddamn medical records. This is my goddamn medical charts. The day Muta releases his on Twitter, and the day that Destiny releases his on Twitter, including all that that I don't want in there, then maybe I'll consider it. But
okay, wait, hold on, wait.
Okay, dude, I know he dips his toes in. He does do drama content. And if you think about politics is literally just like drama on a larger scale, basically. Or that's the way that I think about it. But I'm going to keep saying the truth forever, says the documented liar. Yeah, wild. Wild. LOL more Darvo. Yeah, no, it's just insane. It's insane. Guys, I'll do anything to Forgiven turns into I'll never show my records. Yeah, because there's nothing in there. And again, even his claim of like, oh, yeah, my doctor didn't diagnose me, but he said that we're going to treat it as if I have it. I would push him on that. I would say, Boogie, if your doctor said that, that should be in the notes. And I would like to see the notes that your doctor put. You know, Boogie, if your doctor said that, he would have discussed possibility of polycythemia vera with patient, discussed like test results that show markers for this, discussed treatment options for this. Decided with patient, or patient decided to move forward with such and such, you know? So I would have challenged him on that, possibly, you know?
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
When
I
did
just
we-
took an
wait,
STD
what?
test. I just did an STD test like 4 days ago. I can publish my results of that. Do
your
you want me to publish my
medical
blood?
records, your medical records, the whole thing.
Boogie, nobody's
All
asking
that
you for
private
all of your,
information.
nobody is asking
Yeah.
you for your entire medical record. What are
He
you
just
talking
did.
about?
He just did. He said medical records.
We asked
Okay,
for the
wait.
diagnosis on polycythemia vera.
Let-
That's it.
let me-
Wait. Boogie acknowledged that he just told another lie.
What's
Who
the
here is,
fucking
nobody
lie?
here is asking you for your entire medical
Keemstar,
record
what
history.
did you just say? Release my medical records.
I
Is that what you said?
I did say medical records, but what I meant
Yeah.
is just about this.
Obviously. Yeah, we
Just
all
about
know
this. Like, come on.
No, goddamn it! Listen, it'll go to Keemstar and Keemstar only, and I will get my doctor to write this up, and I will send you the entire history of what we've been dealing with.
And I get to share with Muta, who hates your guts, who we know will not leak.
And you'll never get it. Fuck
He's not
that
going to leak it.
Okay,
I
guys,
don't give
I
a-
made it. I made it, okay? I made it. Listen. Listen, chat. Look at this. I'm just pausing that temporarily, okay? Right, so this was the tweet, right? Dude, it would be hilarious if Boogie2988 went soul-searching after getting fired from Lolcow Live, found Islam, came back super religious Muslim, and showed up wearing a kufi and thobe on stream. Let me just quote tweet this. Because I made it. I made him, like, I made Muslim Boogie. I made it happen. Show up. Where is it? It's beautiful, isn't it? Isn't this beautiful? My doctor said, oh my God. My doctor said, brother, you, no Mountain Dew. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I'm stealing that. Oh my God, dude. I love watching your avatar try to keep up with you laughing. Yeah. Brother, you. Brother, you. Oh my God, dude. I'm gonna post it. Oh my God. I messed up. I'm sorry.
Also, there's a problem too here that
I
at this
just don't
point,
like him. You can share it with Destiny before you can share it with Muta.
so at this point,
Deal.
I love how he's like, he respects me more than you, Destiny, but he respects
hates
you
you.
more to show you the medical info, bro.
at this point too, unfortunately, to really confirm this, you would need a call with the doctor because you can't trust anything he shows you. Because remember, Boogie literally not only did Boogie,
why wouldn't that be a why wouldn't that be a paid actor then? Right? You'll
Boogie
just
literally
say it's a paid actor.
said, that's a good point, actually. Maybe you should actually get like a copy of his medical license too, or visit him at the hospital. Boogie said that he was looking at a piece of paper. It says it on this piece of paper. That was a lie, number one.
Yep.
He called in his girlfriend, okay, or the child he's abducted. Okay, he brought her in and he said, look,
Fuck you.
okay, polycythemia.
Thank you for the $2. For 2 years HRT and Boogie finding Islam. I'm not sure I understand, but thank you for the $2 super chat. Very much appreciated.
And he had
Hold
her
on a second,
confirm it.
Destiny.
And then he
Hold
had
on.
his brother.
Destiny,
And then
pause,
he had his
pause,
brother send it in, and his brother confirm it. So
Dustin-
there's no way that you can trust anything he says.
Fuck you. Listen to me, you
Go
piece of
on, Boogie.
You refer to my 21-year-old girlfriend as a child again?
I do say that was such a banger when he was like, whatever child Boogie abducted. That was hilarious to me. Oh, the Mutahar HRT post. Okay, yeah. I'm glad you guys like that. Jesus Christ, Destiny throwing out pedo. Well, look, this is pretty funny. I do have to say.
Or visit him at the hospital.
Boogie's girlfriend does look like she's like 15 or 16 to me. I don't know.
Boogie said that he was looking at a piece of paper. It says it on this piece of paper. That was a lie, number one.
Yep.
He called in his girlfriend, okay, or the child he's abducted. Okay, he brought her in and he said,
You.
okay, polycythemia had
Hold
her
on a second,
confirm it.
Destiny.
And then he
Hold
had
on.
his brother.
Destiny,
And then
pause,
he had his
pause,
brother send
pause.
it in, and his brother confirm it. So
Dustin-
there's no way that you can trust anything he says.
Fuck you. Listen to me, you
Go
piece
on,
of
Boogie.
You refer to my 21-year-old girlfriend as a child again? You. She's a adult. Go yourself. Go yourself. I'm so sick of that. You know, Mutahar wouldn't even.
He's defensive because he's right. Okay, this next part is actually pretty brutal from Mutahar, I do have to say.
acknowledge she existed at that party. She wanted to meet him. What
Yeah,
the
because
fuck
she was,
did that girl ever
you know,
do?
you know how blackout drunk she was. And by the way,
Oh, no, she
you were the one
remembers
guy
all of
who
it.
wanted
She
her to take
remembers
more
all of it.
fucking shots.
remembers
And I
all
was
of
the
it, by
one
the
guy
way.
there. I'm like,
She remembers
maybe it's
all of
good that she doesn't get more drunk.
Yeah, that was a
She
joke.
was
That was-
Dude, look at Keemstar's face here. The thing about Destiny is that I never really understand is, like, how does he so quickly tune out? Like, what's going on around him, you know? Lightwise Marissa, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Very much appreciated. He just, like, he's very intense and very engaged, and then all of a sudden tunes out. And it's pretty interesting. But yeah, no, Mutahar is a brutal here. Like, can you imagine stealing my jokes and these memberships? Bitewise Marissa, I appreciate you, okay? Yeah, no, I feel so, dude, Mutahar, that was brutal. Apparently Boogie's girlfriend was at that 4th of July party and she was wasted. And Boogie was still trying to make her drink more. Like, what? You know, and Mutahar's like, you know, maybe she shouldn't drink more, you know? Like, damn, dude, that's rough. That is just rough. So ADD can be powerful. I suppose that's true. I mean, I have ADHD, but I guess it just manifests a little bit different. No, it was a joke, right? His girlfriend being wasted out of her mind was a joke. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Outsanity. Thank you for the gifted membership. Very much appreciate it. You guys are just killing it today. Also, I think I got a notification somewhere. Just a second.
Person, by the way.
That was actually a treatment for polycythemia vera, which he diagnosed her with at the party too. So that's why she had to drink more.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't acknowledge her. She was blackout drunk, bro.
That's true.
Why would you bring that up?
She remembers you not acknowledging her existence.
But
she remembers it.
But
she remembers it.
Boogie.
And you know what? She fucking remembers.
Okay, I'm sorry. Miss Milena, thank you. Miss Milena just gifted me a game on Steam, Dice and Fold. Saw this solitaire-based roguelite and thought it was up your alley. Thank you, Miss Milena. That's so kind of you. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but thank you. It's very kind. OMG, why are you looking at Steam? Well, because I got a notification like 10 minutes ago and I didn't look at it yet. So, man, thank you. Very much appreciated.
No, let me finish.
Stardust, it's because you would show us your medical records. They look fun and I thought of you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been really enjoying Balatro and Solitarica, so I'm looking forward to trying this. I never thought that I would be into like card games, you know? I would not show you guys my medical records, okay? But I will tell you what you would expect to see in them. Applemon M says, why would he acknowledge Booger Guy's girlfriend if she's like blackout drunk, apparently? Like, I hate being around annoying drunk people. That's true as well. And, you know, honestly, if somebody's like blackout drunk, they're probably not making like the best impression first time. And, you know, I kind of try to give them the grace of like not, maybe our first meeting shouldn't be when you're blackout drunk, right? So he is in the honeymoon phase of Adderall, I think, when you can still feel it every day or something. I don't know, even without, he can do that. But now he is in turbo mode. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Dude, people are coming up with some super creative indie card games. Yeah, they are. They are. Crazy. Honestly, bringing her into this is an L take, in my opinion. Yeah, he didn't need to bring up his girlfriend at all. She becomes like, she kind of becomes, if he tries to use her as a shield, then she becomes something that they can use against him, right? So she isn't the one out here fucking up. Boogie is. Absolutely.
You know what else she remembers? God. Setting in the doctor's office. Oh, sorry. Setting during an
manipulation tactic coming. Stop.
What's
okay.
Manipulation?
Let me just say this.
Sat in the room when this man said cancer. She's been in the room.
We don't want to hear that anymore. Listen.
No,
when
Keemstar, hold on. Keemstar, he just lied again, right? You sat in a room and he said cancer. Wait, then why did you have to look it up? If he said cancer, why'd you have to go home and look it up and discover it?
2 years later, she wasn't here for the original diagnosis. She was here for an e-visit.
Star, thanks for liking my tweet. It means a lot to me. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Very kind of you.
30 days ago, where we talked about it again.
You've been treating cancer for 2 years and he's never said cancer?
He said it the whole time. God, how stupid are you? Are you stupid?
Okay, just to reiterate, the treatment for polycythemia vera and secondary polycythemia, and if I recall correctly, I believe, is exactly the same. Okay, it's exactly the same. So the doctor's saying we're treating you for cancer. I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Being obtuse. I told you, the original doctor that told me about it did not say cancer. He said polycythemia vera. My secondary doctor.
Yeah, okay. This is another inconsistency. Anybody who works with like doctors knows that if it were a diagnosis of polycythemia vera, if they're giving this, you know, diagnosis to a patient, or even saying there's a possibility of it, the doctor would be sitting down with the patient, going over the test results, explaining exactly what they mean, and explaining exactly what polycythemia vera means. That's what they would be doing. And the notes would show that they sat down with the patient and they discussed those things. There's no way that he would walk out of there with no explanation. He's trying to say that the doctor said polycythemia vera with like no explanation, and later on he Googled it and found out it was cancer. That's not how that would happen. That's not how that would happen. And if it happened that way, I would have extreme suspicion about, you know, how legit that doctor is. So
tell me it's polycythemia vera, which is a cancer, and we talked.
I don't know, dude. I've had some terrible doctors. Yeah, I mean, it can happen, but usually when it's something that serious, if it's seriously a cancer diagnosis, the protocol for doctors usually is to sit down with the patient, explain exactly what that means, right? So, it just seems like Boogie has a long history. He's got like a 20-year history of being a compulsive liar, and like betraying everybody's trust. Lied about having cancer for 2 years, you know? So if it were anybody else, like maybe I'd give them the benefit of the doubt, but yeah.
About it every visit for 2 years, including the one she sat in on.
I'm sorry, hold on. I could be misremembering because it's hard to keep track of Boogie's lies. Didn't Boogie say earlier that nobody had used the word cancer before?
Boogie did say that, but now he's changing it to initially they didn't say cancer, and I ran and made the video, but later I found out that my doctor told me it was cancer, right?
Which is what happened.
Oh my God. 1,000 lifetimes. This is a terrible joke. His doctor had a thick Indian accent. When he asked, "Can I have Diet Mountain Dew?" the doctor replied, "Yes, you can, sir." And Boogie thought cancer was cancer. Wow. Wow, so profound. 1,000 lifetimes. Wow, amazing. They get the same treatments. Continues to repeat himself, saying he's being treated for cancer, but they are treated the same. So it was just a terrible joke, 1,000 life. I just don't even know what to say. It was just such a terrible joke. Good God, dude. Good God. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to deny there are some doctors who, you know, are not attentive to their patients, right? But generally, like, the protocol is, you know, if you're getting a diagnosis that is that serious, you're sitting down with that patient and you're discussing that with the patient. If it's something that's not really that serious, then, you know, maybe not, right? But, dude. Oh my God. Why fake cancer though? That's a low blow thing to do. I kind of believe Keemstar's theory that Boogie heard polycythemia, went home and Googled polycythemia and found polycythemia vera and immediately ran with like the cancer diagnosis instead of like confirming anything. And then later on found out, oh, maybe this isn't cancer, but didn't really like correct himself. So, hi Barbs. Did he actually admit he faked it, or is this just clickbait? He admitted the podcast before this one, he admitted that there was no diagnosis, no official diagnosis of polycythemia vera. Okay, there's 420 of you and only 46 likes. That's a good point. Guys, what's going on? 420, blaze it. Press the like button on the YouTube stream, okay? I know some of you are tabbed out, you're playing video games. Tab back in. The least you can do is press the like button. Come on, right? I'm starting to actually believe he never thought he had cancer. I just find him super malicious. I think he thought he had cancer. I don't think he's that smart, though, you know? So
fucking happened, man.
Yeah, this is what he's saying.
I was confused.
Okay, when did you first learn it was cancer?
When I first thought that it was cancer, the moment he said it.
When he
when he said it or when he Googled it?
When he Googled it, because the sleep and the
cancer is probably something you would mention. Yes, it's something absolutely a doctor would sit down with you. There would be no delay in getting you the treatment. You know, there would be no delay in talking to the patient, right? You want to have that conversation with that patient immediately, as soon as possible. And then you would want to explain everything very clearly to that patient and explain what their best course of treatment is moving forward. And any possible tests, right? So Keemstar's explanation of it is very generous to Boogie, though. Yeah. Cancer is probably something you would mention. I mean, it is so clear he lies one after the other. Yeah, that is the theory I believe in. He admitted it, yes, but then changes the stories again. God, dude. I felt so called out. So I paused Supermarket Sim just to like LOL. I realized that me saying exactly that phrase, that people are tabbed out playing video games, it ends up being so true. So many people will tab back in and press the like button. When are you shipping the bathwater? We're not doing bathwater shipping, okay? Stop it. All right. I was a kid who got diagnosed with something serious at the time. The pharmacy tried giving me a different medication, and when my hospital doctor found out, they reamed and argued them. Yeah.
Sleep doctor.
Doctor only said polycythemia vera.
And he Googled it, and then he ran into the internet and made a video saying he had cancer.
Yes.
And his story is
Why
later.
did you Google? Wait. Why did you Google it instead of asking the doctor about it?
I think I did. I think I was like, what does that mean?
And when you asked him, he didn't tell you that it was a blood cancer? He just memed on you?
He did memed on me? What the f? He's a doctor.
Yeah, a doctor that would tell you you have cancer. If you ask, what is this thing that's a blood cancer?
Number one, and I'm going to be, this is very rude of me here. This doctor.
Oh my God. No, don't do it, Boogie. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, Boogie. Oh my God. I'm about to get so triggered here. I'm about to get so triggered. Oh my God. I can feel it. I'm about to get so triggered. God, dude. I was talking to somebody about polycythemia vera, and to them, they were like, every time I was like, polycythemia vera, they were like, that's, and I was bringing up cancer, they're like, that's not cancer. So, I mean, some people don't even consider it, right? But it can turn into leukemia if it's untreated, if you don't take care of things, right? But you do have to take care of it, so. But, dude, I'm going to get so triggered here. I know I'm going to get triggered. Okay, let's just rewind 10 seconds just to get... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm going to get so triggered. You know he's doing the white person wind-up? Oh, no, dude. No. No, dude. Come on.
What the fuck? He's a doctor.
Yeah, a doctor that would tell you you have cancer. If you ask, what is this thing that's a blood cancer?
Number one, and I'm going to be... This is very rude of me here. This doctor doesn't speak very good English. That's why I don't see him anymore.
Oh, was it Dr. Gupta?
Oh my God, dude.
I don't think it was an Indian accent.
Wait, hold on. He doesn't speak good English. His English is so bad that you couldn't understand what he was like telling you enough, but you could hear him enough to hear polycythemia vera and Google her.
And repeat it because I'm like, I don't understand what that is. And he goes, well, this is your red blood cell count is high. Your red blood, we have to do this. The red blood cell count is high. Okay.
But he didn't tell you it was cancer. You asked him about it. He didn't tell you it was cancer.
No, it was my primary doctor that used the word cancer. It's my primary doctor.
Do you think it's possible he still has cancer?
It's possible, yeah, of
course.
Why
wouldn't you ask your primary care doctor more about that then, right? I don't know. Out of pocket, but I needed it in my life. Oh, dude. He's like this close to doing the accent. I don't know, dude. Does the thick accent part hit too close to Homestar? A little bit, it does. A little bit, it grinds. It gets me really triggered. Ah, dude.
It's even possible that he actually does have polycythemia vera. It's possible. But if he did have it, I think it would be just through sheer luck or stupidity because he's misrepresented so much of the story up to this point.
So what do you think I have? What's your best guess? What have they been treating?
Obesity.
Well, yeah, that is definitely one of the. Well, I can't understand that, but I'll
so there's another word for secondary polycythemia. I don't know what it's called, but you've got a lot of red blood cells because you're taking testosterone, which causes an increase of red blood cells.
Yeah, I haven't taken that for over almost. We quit it for a year because we were afraid it was rising it. It wasn't. So after we found out that it wasn't changing anything, I went back on it, and I've been back on it now for 3-4 months.
You stopped it a year ago because it wasn't helping, but you said that the condition was improving.
We stopped it for a total of a year, and the numbers did not get much better. It did not go away.
When did you stop it?
I went almost immediately, I guess.
I think this is the part where it gets a little dodgy. I don't think Destiny should be like determining like, oh, what Boogie does have or what he could have. I get why he's doing it, but it's just that's not really it's not the way that diagnosis works. The way that doctors diagnose things is, again, they come up with a list of every possible thing that could be causing the symptoms, and then they start doing testing to rule out every single one of those possible diagnoses. And then from there, after doing all the testing, after going through and ruling things out, then they start to come to certain conclusions. It could be this or it could be that, right? And then they start doing more tests to hone in even further. So yeah, I don't know that I would even volunteer an answer here, you know? But I won't show my medical records, but let's talk about it for hours. Yeah, Dr. Gupta. Boogie's diagnosis turned man.
Yeah, I think almost immediately. And then we were offered for a year, and then the numbers
and
were
it's kind of also part of the reason that's why like diagnosis is so complicated in the medical profession, and that's why people seem to think it's a much easier process than it actually is. It is not matching up symptoms to one diagnosis. It's matching up every possible diagnosis to the patient's symptoms and then going from there. Yeah, that's kind of how diagnosis works. So people think it's so much more simple than it is. And you'll see like a lot of people who don't really understand medicine get very frustrated with why hasn't my doctor diagnosed me with something yet, or why hasn't my doctor figured out what's going on with me yet. It's because they're doing all the testing to cancel things out, right? And a lot of people get frustrated. They'll switch doctors if they're going through something, they're dealing with a chronic issue, right? They'll switch doctors and then they'll get frustrated because that doctor wants to do more testing, right? But that's the way it is. They have to do that testing to rule out every possible condition that this person could have, you know? So yeah. Oh, it didn't bum me out. I was like, I'm about to get triggered, but I'm okay. I didn't get that triggered actually. So
really changing very much. We didn't get down to like a safe level. So because the heart is a muscle, and testosterone helps your muscles heal themselves, and I have heart problems, he decided that it would be a good idea to go back on it. So I did.
I don't know. I'm sure you might have stopped it and started it to check for the red blood cell count, but I think that the exogenous hormones contribute to it. I think that the sleep apnea contributes to it, because when your blood is deoxygenated, your body will create more red blood cells.
I understand. But going to my sleep doctor, he said I probably don't even need a CPAP machine anymore since I've lost 200 pounds. But I still sleep with it just to be safe. And I'm also doing biphasic sleep. So I sleep in the bed for about 4 to 5 hours, sometimes 4 to 6. And then I do 2 or 3 hours of sitting in my chair because it's good for sleep apnea. You can't, it's really.
Internet self-diagnostic is such a bad take. People start reading stuff and go full Dunning-Kruger, having the idea of being fully experts instead of going with 12 plus years of educated health pros. Yeah, and remember, doctors are still also constantly keeping up to date with medical literature to keep their licenses even. They have to continue to read new things and learn new things, and they have to keep up with things. They have to keep up with the literature. They have to keep up with new technology and new discoveries and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, when it comes to like, if your doctor is not like providing you a level of care or the level of attention that you need, then obviously, yeah, you want to go looking, for somebody who does, right? But when it comes to like actual, the diagnosis process, yeah, it can be long, it can be very long, or it can be pretty short, So it just really depends on what they're looking for. So for ASD, I had 8 hours of testing in a specialized center with a psychologist who is legally not allowed to diagnose me, only do the tests. My parents had to speak alone with them for hours. Then I had to talk to the head psychiatrist. He talked about 3 hours to me, already saw the results of everything else, and only then officially can diagnose me. Late night Stardust stream LFG, so true. A full-fledged hypochondriac? I don't know about hypochondriac, but I do know he has a history of Munchausen. I don't know if it was Munchausen's by proxy or Munchausen's. M60, if he's still in the chat, I think he remembers what it was, but yeah.
Really hard to snore when you're reclined, so they recommend sleeping in a recliner, which I do know. I've done so many things that is supposed to improve these symptoms. I do them. I take the medication.
Why would you, if you don't have sleep apnea, why would you use a CPAP machine?
Because I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die. And so why not take an extra step?
Oh, okay. He said victim of Munchausen's. He didn't specify whether it was by proxy or not. I would think that if he's saying victim of Munchausen's, I think that probably is inferring that it's Munchausen's by proxy, right? I'm pretty sure he claimed it was his mom with it, so he would have been her proxy. Okay. Yeah.
Are you one of these? Can I ask you a question? Do you think you're one of these weirdos that goes to the doctors like constantly and constantly thinks you have illnesses when you don't have them.
I don't think that Keem's right on that. I think Boogie probably very likely and absolutely does have a ton of medical conditions just based off of his age and his weight and what he's going through, right? But Boogie, I don't know. Boogie seems to lie about things that he doesn't need to lie about, you know?
He gets over-tested for everything.
That's hypochondriac. That's a hypochondriac, and no, I am certainly very ill.
I've seen you, and Muta can back me up here. You've been extremely, for like years, like a couple years ago. Like every day you talked about it. You still went to doctor appointments. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like
that's not how it works, Keem. I know that Keemstar. Okay, I know he means well, but that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You can have, you know, thoughts and ideation and still care about your health and go to the doctors and all of that. Right. They overlap too. The symptoms, yeah, if the symptoms overlap and the diagnoses, potential diagnoses like overlap, then it becomes more, you know, complicated. Remember when Boogie was Francis? I remember when Boogie was seen as like the wholesome guy. Keem as well.
I always thought that was weird.
It's his last private thing, guys. You don't understand. Again, but it makes no sense. He's telling Wings of Redemption the night before, you're going to walk away from $3,000 when he's got multiple creators offering him up to 75 grand just to show his medical records to them or to one of them in private to verify this diagnosis. Also, when he said that, it's my last private thing, guys, he also had just gotten naked 5 minutes prior on stream and nearly showed his meat to everybody. So he won't because he's not as sick as he is saying he just... No, I do think he's pretty sick. I think it's pretty evident, but... Polyrhythm, I think your system, it seems very detailed. Are you in the United States or are you somewhere else? He refuses to polycythemia verify. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's terrible. Oh, Belgium. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's 12 a.m. for me. I'm gonna head out. Have a good one, Stevie05.
I will be as genuine with this stuff as I can. It's been 5 years since I've talked about it and since I felt that way. But the reason I went through that is twofold. Number one, when they're talking about being, most of the time they don't really want to die. The people that just want to die, put a bullet in their head. I know. It's happened. People I love. So when you're talking about, you're just trying to find hope, man. Happens. And this is, you can Google this, happens when pain outweighs hope. And I was in a tremendous amount of pain. And I was losing hope that it was going to get better. So I tried to figure it out. But I kept going to the doctor because I was hopeful. I was hopeful that things would get better. If I knew that I was going to live to this, I'd still choose it too, by the way. I'm so glad I'm still alive.
Yeah, we're going to get to that part, PS2 controller, okay?
I'm so glad I made the right choice. I'm so...
Tiny's face, Lolcow. Look, I don't know. Wait, why? What is his face show? What was he doing?
Happened. Number one, when they're talking about being, most of the time they don't really want to die. The people that just want to die, put a bullet in their head. I know. It's happened. People I love. So when you're talking about, you're just trying to find hope, man.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he does have a friend, I think, that jumped, right? What's his name? What was his name? I forgot his name. I'm so happy I'm still alive. Takes a knife out 5 minutes later. God, dude. Okay. All right.
Happens. And this is, you can Google this. Happens when pain outweighs hope. And I was in a tremendous amount of pain. And I was losing hope that it was going to get better. So I tried to figure it out. But I kept going to the doctor because I was hopeful. I was hopeful that things would get better. If I knew that I was going to live to this, I'd still choose it too, by the way. I'm so glad I'm still alive. I'm so glad I made the right choice. I'm so glad I...
Can we stop the cringe and passion speeches? Like, you still lie about everything. You lie about literally every single part of your life.
Oh, yeah, well, everything I just said was a lie, right? I wasn't, and now I am, because I said I wasn't, so that's a lie. Right?
Somebody clipped that and put inspirational music to it. That was actually...
No, I'm just saying there are probably people out there watching this right now who are struggling with impulses. And if you're one of them, stick it out. That's all I'm trying to say.
You're not, shut up. Oh my god. It's like, give me a fuck cancer. Give me a fuck cancer, guys. Give me a fuck suicide. My god. You love yourself way too much to ever kill, okay? You're way too narcissistic. You would never be
okay. I would never say this I would never say this myself, okay? I don't want to claim that, okay? Good God, dude. All right, all right.
You'd let the world burn to ashes around you before you even considered hurting yourself any more than that was too mean. But no, yeah, like Jesus.
Jesus Christ, dude. You can't just say, okay, now he's doing it again. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Wow, nice one. Okay. God, dude, why? Come on, dude. God damn it. Dude. Okay, all right.
Oh.
Okay, well, that was what my joke was going to be. I was going to any more.
The guy who says you don't get better then says to stick it out to pick a lane, Boogie. I mean, okay, look, I do have to say that was pretty despicable, Boogie. Him saying like it's cancer, it doesn't get better. Like that really rubbed me the wrong way. But okay, what do I have to say? He's having triplets. Okay, God, come on, guys. Stop. He instigates constantly. He's such an attention seeker. That's every content creator to be fair, but yeah. He's reached Keem's face is mood. Okay, yeah, that's true. I don't know what it is. Keemstar is always putting his hands up like that, like he surrenders or whatever. I don't know.
More than stuffing your mouth, more than that was too mean. But no, yeah, like Jesus.
Hey, I don't self-harm. I don't self-harm.
Whoa.
Okay, well, that was what my joke was going to be. I was going to any more than stuffing your mouth full with a cheeseburger. Like that's what I was going to say. But yeah, if you want to say, yeah.
It is self-harm. That's why people like to do this. It is a form of self-harm. That's why we do it. If you see a 400-pound man, if you see a 400-pound woman, guess what? They do it because they're self-harming, because there's something wrong in their brains. I'm not talking about.
I mean, sometimes it is partly that, right? Like he's not wrong. I have heard that a lot of people who are morbidly obese have had like pretty rough past, right? But also part of it is just being hungry. I will say, as somebody who's like on the chunky side, right? I'm just hungry. Food is good. Like I love food, you know? Like I can't help it. I'm hungry. Can somebody please help me? Like not be so hungry all the time? Jesus. But yeah.
If you're a little bit fat like Muta carrying around an extra 20 pounds or whatever, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people that eat themselves to death. We do it because something's wrong.
Okay. Good night, everyone. And Star, I'm sleepy, so I'm going to bed. Have a good one. Porque no los dos. I'm fat because I love food and all the trauma. We love it. We love it. No, I doubt you're fat. Addicted to food. I bet he's never even sucked someone for a burger. Okay. Wow. Hey, I cook good for my... Look, food is good, okay? Like, I'm just gonna say, like, sometimes, yeah, sometimes he's right. Sometimes it can be, like, other underlying stuff, like a traumatic childhood. But also, sometimes food is just really, delicious. I love food, and I want to stop being so hungry all the time, but, it is what it is. So, I love it. I love food, okay? It's just so good. Oh.
It's a
I think what's happening, I think you do it because the food tastes really good and exercise.
And that's one of the worst parts about it. I don't even like the taste of food anymore.
Okay, that's a lie. Okay, all right. It could be partly self, but don't be like, yo, I don't like the taste of food. Who doesn't like the taste of food? Come on, bro. Come on. Okay.
Like the taste of food, why drink diet? Why drink diet?
Why did you miss it?
Yes, exactly. Why drink Diet Mountain Dew? Because you like the taste of it. Oh my gosh.
Drinking water.
Because it's a form of self-harm. Because I'm destroying my
You drink
body.
Diet Mountain. You go to the store and you spend money on a drink that you apparently don't like just to hurt yourself.
Wait. Okay. I'm sorry. We have to pause for a second here. Okay. He drinks Diet Mountain Dew because it's self-harm. But he also said that he drinks Diet Mountain Dew because he asked his doctor, and his doctor said it's okay to drink Diet Mountain Dew, right?
Cutting is way cheaper, right? One razor blade will last you a lifetime.
I used to cut.
Oh
my God.
Jesus Christ.
Encouraging people to cut? Go f yourself.
What are we talking about right now? I can't taste anything, but I drink aspartame soft drinks.
You're encouraging people to cut their... That's what I fucking heard. The guy who laughed at fucking Donald Trump's assassination attempt is telling people to cut their arms. Go f yourself.
I'm just saying that it would be a lot cheaper than wasting money on Diet Dr. Mountain Dew.
Arms open. Oh, you want to see that? Hold on. Okay, I'll do it. Give me 30 seconds.
No.
Holy, the next era.
What is he doing?
Okay, so this is the part. Okay, I do have to say, just knowing Boogie, he's very manipulative. Okay, this is the part. Here it comes. Okay, Boogie will pull out every excuse under the sun. Okay, and that's not to say like you know, Destiny can be a little bit too debate bro, right? He can be a little bit too in debate bro mode, but I think he kind of needed this because Boogie is such a, he's just so good at manipulating people, I feel. You know, I feel like I would have fallen for it. I don't know. Like, he debates all the time, right? And it's a pretty manipulative tactic, you know? So, yeah. I just think Destiny is so over. Yeah, I get that some people in the chat think it's, like, insensitive or whatever, but also, you know, I'm somebody who's, like, very partial to dark humor, so I do think it's very funny, but yeah.
No, he's waiting for you to tell him to stop. That's what he's doing. He's waiting.
Well, I'm following.
I do think it's very fun. Personally, I do think it's very funny.
For it. You better not do nothing fucking stupid.
Right.
I can't
Well, the
believe
only
we
thing-
discovered in this stream that he literally fucking Googled it. No one said the word cancer before he rushed and made that video.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that.
Dude, like, he was excited as he was like, he comes home, he's like, you know that episode of South Park where like Cartman's like, I've got gold, dude. He's like, I've got this cancer, bro. Now I can make tons of views, and I can.
Please do not do anything with that knife. No, no.
No, he wants me to. He told me, right?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh, this is what's happening.
I'm glad that they censored this out. When I saw this happening live, I will say I tweeted out something very tasteless when this happened. Where is it? That was very tasteless. Just a second.
Right now.
What's down eating a sandwich, Destiny?
Put away right now.
Piece of shit.
Okay. All right. No.
I do have to say, Keemstar handled this as best as you can, you know. So.
No. God, what the.
So just so you guys know what happened, don't judge me too hard because you know how I am. But okay, where is it? There's an extra 25 seconds on Destiny stream after Keem ended the Lolcow stream. Yeah, and Boogie is just acting like, okay, good content, guys, good show, see ya. Like, bro, come on.
Golden dick.
Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay.
He's like, I've got this cancer, bro. Now I can make tons of views, and I can.
Like, imagine, like, after Googling it.
Do not do anything with that knife. No.
No, he wants me to. He told me, right?
Okay. Immediately when I saw this, I'm like, I'm sorry. He's gonna break that knife. Okay, that ain't gonna do. Okay, but this is basically what happens, and then
No.
And then Keemstar's like, no, we're not doing this. But yeah, if you look at Destiny's stream, oh my god, dude, that's a butter knife. Oh my god, dude, please stop. Okay, please. Okay, is that a letter opener? No, it's not a letter opener. Letter openers are sharper. Okay, stop it. Okay, that's really gonna be the last image of Boogie that anyone remembers. Like, it's just so manipulative. Come on, man. Come on. Okay.
Oh, this is what's happening
right now.
Yeah, basically I tweeted out, bro, you'll break the knife. But then, by the way, okay, here's what I was trying to say. On Destiny stream, apparently there's an extra 25 seconds where after Keemstar leaves the call, Boogie just goes back to normal. He's like, okay, good show, guys. See you later. And then that was it. And I'm like, bro, what? Seriously? He did it for Keem? I mean, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think Boogie's very content brain. I think that 25 seconds really made me think, okay, Boogie's putting on a show, right? Like, good show, guys. And then just leaves. Like, what? Stardust, they made $30,000 last month. This whole thing is played up. I mean, it might be, but I don't know. Boogie also went to talk about his dad. Yeah. I wonder where Boogie's girlfriend was this whole time. Yeah, no, why is she not in the room with him? This is not the content that should be encouraged. Yeah, it's just wild.
And eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put away right now.
Fucking piece of shit.
Okay. All right. No.
Props on him for leaving the call, at least, right? So, Stardust Jackson Clark actually told Keem that if Boogie is this unstable, to send him to care and stop airing it, since the past streams are just him being unstable mentally. She was too busy playing with her Legos. Oh my god, come on, guys. Oh no, we haven't seen the 25 seconds. I don't have the link to that. But anyways, let's see what Keemstar has to say. So is Chris the Narc clip the rest of it? Okay.
In
Maybe
conclusion, Boogie is fired from Lolcow Live. He will no longer be a host. I know I'm going to get shit for ending that, but you know I have to, right? I hope everyone understands, like, I can't have that on YouTube like that. I have to end the stream. I have to. I can't even believe that. No, I don't know how to end this. I don't know how to end this. As soon as I have an update for everyone.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to scroll through. Chris the Narc, his Twitter. Oh my god, dude. Some of these jokes are just sorry. I'm so messed up. What your bagel says right before you put some butter on it. Okay, I'm sorry. That's up. That's up. Okay, here's what the dude. It's just incredibly up. It's unbelievably up. Okay. Okay, after Keem leaves the convo and the convo continues on Destiny's stream, Boogie just baited the self-harm and then told Muta and Destiny about his dad and bro why. Okay, let's see.
What else do you lie about?
Wait, let me just rewind.
Is it real?
Okay, so this is what happens right after that you hear that, right? You just heard the Discord disconnect sound. That is Keemstar leaving. Listen. Listen. Okay? That's Keemstar leaving. Now listen what happens immediately after that.
What else do you lie about?
How much silence was that? That was 5 seconds of silence. After Keemstar left, Boogie doesn't keep going with it. He doesn't keep yelling about what he's going to do with a knife. As soon as Keemstar left, that's incredibly, like, he is absolutely performing here, right? Disconnect call. Sorry, Keem disconnects. He drops out. And then he literally 5 seconds of silence. He, like, remember, he is doing this, okay? He's doing, he's,
no.
Right? He's yelling.
No.
Oh, this is so much better than eating a sandwich
right now.
So much better than eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put it away right now.
Fucking piece of
Okay.
So he is at, he's at 100 when, or at least at 98, right? He's like a 99, maybe he's at 90, okay? He is at 90, okay, out of 100. He is at 90 out of 100. And then, as soon as Keemstar leaves the call, 5 seconds of silence. Listen.
What else do you lie about? Is your real name not even?
It's so chill after that. Like, it's so chill. It's night and day. It's night and day. He goes from 100 to literally like 10. If you listen closely, you can hear Boogie drop the knife the moment Keem leaves. No, I don't believe that. Come on. Here, let me just listen. Oh, he did put it down. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Oh my god. So as soon as Keemstar leaves, listen. Right there. Right there. He put down the knife. Oh my god. As soon as Keemstar left the call, he puts down the knife. He just drops it. And it's just silence for a few seconds. And then Destiny's like, so what else do you lie about? Like, what is going on? Oh my god. I told you. Also, hi, Dirt Nap. Dude, come on. Come on. This is not real. This can't be real. This can't be real. Just a second. Just witnessed a real-time Boogie move called the bait and switch. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna KMS unless Keem leaves. Oh, hey, it worked. I mean, he's not even threatening Keemstar in that. He's threatening Destiny in that. But as soon as Keemstar leaves, he stops threatening it. He's like, literally, he's like, this is what Destiny wants me to do. As soon as Keemstar leaves, there's no fucking way.
How much better than eating a sandwich, Destiny?
How is this real? How is this
away
real?
right now.
How is this real? Chat, what is going on? How is this real?
Okay. All right. No. Okay.
No. Oh, this is so much better than eating a sandwich
right now.
So much better than eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put that away right now.
Fucking piece of
yeah, he's like yelling at Destiny, holding the knife up, threatening. Yeah, Keemstar's like, no, don't do it. Don't do that. Dude.
Okay. All right.
He left. Soon as he leaves, okay, I'm sorry. I just cannot believe that this is real. Okay? Keemstar leaves. How many seconds before we hear the drop of the knife? 2 seconds. You hear the disconnect, and then it's 2 seconds. It's literally 2 seconds after Keemstar leaves the call. He drops the knife. He stops yelling. He drops the knife. My goodness, dude. My goodness. Just why? Why stop after Keem if he was going after Destiny? Yeah, if he was trying to get bait sympathy or trying to make Destiny feel like why would he just stop? Literally 2 seconds after Keemstar leaves the call. What is going on? Cannot believe that. Wait, there's a Vax debate space going on right now. Oh yeah, this is run by the Real Truther. He is actually pretty chill. He's actually very, very pro-vax. He just likes to call himself the Real Truther, and he's pretty good, I think. But anyways, I like to people watch. Okay, I like to people watch on Twitter. That's why, you know, I cover a lot of I follow a lot of people. So that is just insane. 2 seconds after Keemstar leaves the call, he just puts the knife down. That is crazy.
What else do you lie about?
Just so casual. What else do you lie? Okay, all right.
Is your real name not even Boogie?
Yeah,
I think it has to be the.
That's a nickname.
You're just socially adept at this. There's no way you can have that social cue.
It's a nickname, obviously. Is your real name Destiny?
Only when I'm stripping.
Yeah. Liar. Good show.
Okay,
That's
have
fine.
fun, guys. Good luck. Except for you, Boogie. You are a manipulative, horrible human being. I hope people around you realize it. It's not about your health things, okay? Being fat, okay? That you're ugly on the inside, not on the outside. Inside, not on the outside.
Amplify somebody who just exercised their American rights. Go ahead and do that. Laugh at a dead fireman, you piece of shit.
Are you going to volunteer for your fire department anytime soon?
Anyways,
Because if so, I might.
Laugh at a dead fireman.
Anyways,
Good show, dirt nap. Jesus, dude.
My dad was a volunteer fireman. My dad was a volunteer fireman. Go f yourself.
Okay, good luck.
Didn't your dad also left or whatever? It doesn't matter.
Well, if you want to know
Fucking wild
specifically
shit.
would you like to specifically know what my dad did? My dad got drunk because he was an alcoholic.
Sure, I guess. Why not?
And he exposed himself to me.
Okay.
And then he encouraged me to masturbate with him, which is not
Okay.
cool.
Thank you, Boogie.
Specifically with
I don't want to make any
you
trouble
off
on
or
the internet, so good luck.
Thank you, Boogie. Thank you for that. Thank you. Please. Well, I think everybody knows that there's like a history there or whatever, and you know, but I won't share my medical records. So true. Feel sorry for me. Also, Steven is evil. Keep laughing at a fireman like my dad who touched me. Jesus Christ, dude. No, I don't think he's lying about that. His siblings have confirmed it. His brother has confirmed it. One thing I will say is that, again, like, you know, people, victims of, you know, like, yeah, if his siblings are confirming it, 99% it happened, okay? Nobody knows you like a sibling does. Yeah, there is like a study on this, right? Like, there's not another human being on Earth, not your soulmate, not your partner, not your parents. If you have a sibling, nobody understands you, and nobody knows what your growing up experience was like a sibling. What I will say is, like, you know, it's very sad that he is like a survivor, right? And I do believe that, you know, people who are dealing with that mentally have a right to be somewhat melodramatic, right? But I guess what bothers me is Boogie has been melodramatic for like 20 years, okay? And you know, it doesn't get easier to deal with. It doesn't get easier to work through, right? But you learn new coping mechanisms, and you stop, like, you learn to kind of tone down the melodramatics, right? Like, everybody, when they're first kind of dealing with that stuff mentally, they'll have a few years where they're very melodramatic, and it can be very cringe, you know? Like, I certainly had my moments, you know? But yeah, no, I mean, it's just at a certain point, you know, there's a certain point where I think he does revel a little bit. I don't know if it's like a humiliation kink or if it's like just he wants to be like pitied or something, or that's like the way that he knows he can get positive attention. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't know. Most people, you don't want to live in that space, you know? You don't want to live where you're, how do I say this? Like, yeah, you just don't want to live in that area, you know, where you're like pitying yourself, right? So he wants empathy, but is so used to being laughed at that he's resigned himself to being a piece of possible. It's possible. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, like, nobody wants to live there. Nobody wants to live in that space. That's all I'm saying, you know? So, and yeah, I think it's totally fair for him to talk about his trauma and talk about like his experiences. I think that's totally fine. I think it's like when he tries to use it as a shield that it ends up being kind of, you know, rough, kind of cringe, you know? So that's kind of like, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with people like him talking about. I just think that it's just different, you know? It's just like, you can't be using that as a shield. You can't use that as an excuse for yourself for the rest of your life, you know? But anyways, let me look at notifications. Apparently, Melania Trump dodges Trump's kiss at the RNC. People have been saying that the RNC is like full of memes today. Dude, I'm just so proud. I know nobody else thinks it's funny except for me. But yeah. Dude. But yeah, I hear the Oh, is it? Am I live? Actually? I'm live on X. Actually. Wait, have people been typing in the Twitter chat? No, nobody's been typing in the Twitter chat, but it says 85 plus people are on the Twitter watching. Thank you, people who are on Twitter watching. Whoa, 86 views. Oh, okay. It's not 86 viewers. It's 86 views. Okay, so it's typical. Nobody gives a f about me. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Figured. I got a little too excited. My bad. Yeah, let's see what Nick Fuentes has to say about this, because I feel like Nick Fuentes has said some very interesting things. One of the questions I had is, like, with all of the stuff that that people are saying about, like, JD Vance and his wife, like, I wonder what the conversations look like behind the scenes between JD Vance and his wife. I would kill to be a fly on the wall, you know? I would kill to be a fly on the wall. Just a second. Let me just say, like, what do you even say? Blind react to this clip. Okay. All right. Let's see. Wait, what's the thing about Vance and his wife? Like, a whole bunch of far-right Twitter melted down when they found out that JD Vance's wife was Indian. Okay. Let's see.
Every single thing that's going on in this great country today is one thing. We become totally unhinged if Donald Trump is not elected in November. I want every single thing that's...
Why is there a dog in the background? Wait, what's going on? I like the little guy. I like the little dog. Who is he? I saw a headline that read, Trump brings diversity to his administration with Vance's wife. And I was like, bruh. Yeah. Wow. The dog, dude. What is the dog doing there, dude? They also had Hulk Hogan there, Stardust, if that adds to the party. I think it's funny that Donald Trump blew a kiss to Hulk Hogan, but fell asleep during his son's speech. That's pretty funny. The fact that they actually cut away to include the dog. I know, seriously. That dog is the star of the show. They shouldn't even be close up on this guy. Why? Why am I looking at this man's face? I want to see the dog. Forget this guy. You know, whatever, he's speaking. Close up on the dog here. I want to see the dog, okay? You know, in fact, forget whatever the f he's saying either, okay? Put the dog at the podium. Let him sit there for 5 minutes, okay? That's what I'm saying. Surprise twist, the dog's a Democrat. Okay, let me see. But yeah, like, all of far-right Twitter had an absolute meltdown over JD Vance's wife. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. I remember it was this guy who tweeted it out. By the way, Nick Fuentes has like a bunch of like Groiper like Twitter accounts who just like will retweet all his or like tweet out stuff of him, like fan accounts. Where is it? Oh, maybe I went too far back. Wait, just a second. Look at the dog for a second while I try to find this. His name is Baby Dog. Is it really? His name is Baby Dog? That's so cute. Aw. He still has Cozy. Are these my bookmarks? Yeah, these are my bookmarks. Okay, I must have it somewhere here. Oh, Lace Slip, I think, asked a question. Didn't Spencer bail out because Vance's wife is too brown? No. Spencer has never really... Spencer's pro-Biden. He's been pro-Biden for, like, the past 4 years, surprisingly. So... maybe even longer than that, honestly. Okay, let me see. Where is it? Trump did not fall asleep. I don't know. That's how my family members look when they're sleeping through something, you know? Yeah, dude. JD Vance's wife. Like, literally everybody lost their minds at this. So much for the dollar for... I mean, I guess it's not surprising. I'm just like... JD Vance, like, I don't know what he thinks. I just want to know what those conversations look like, you know? Just want to know. Let me find it. Sorry, guys. I just am very interested in this, you know? Oh, I think I found it. What you doing? I'm trying to pull up this clip. Okay, here it is. Found it. Do you find her I mean, yeah, she's a very attractive lady. That's for sure. Okay, let's see here. What does he say here?
The Never Trumper has become the successor to Trump. The Never Trumper from 16 that we hated, that we fought against. The epitome of it. Backed by voting for the guy backed by Bill Kristol. He came from Yale Law School. He did a documentary for Netflix. He was a contributor for CNN. He worked at the American Enterprise Foundation, or American Enterprise Institute, AEI. He is now the vice president, the successor, the heir apparent of the Trump revolution, the never Trumper. If that doesn't tell you that we failed, I don't know what does. I don't know how much clearer it could get. And people say, well, he changed. Well, you know what? After Mike Pence's betrayal, after the assassination attempt, after the charges, you actually need to pick somebody that has been with you from the beginning. I don't think that's a stretch. People say, well, he's changed. One, I don't think that's true. In fact, I know that's not true. But let's put that aside. People say, well, Nick, grow up, people change. You know what? When you're the president getting shot in the face, when you're the president getting charged and impeached and overthrown and cooed, you need a vice president that has always supported you, not a guy that didn't get it for years, then needed your endorsement, and then had an epiphany. You can afford to find somebody else. People say, who? I don't know, but somebody else. It could have been anybody else. They say, pick J.D. Vance. Should it have been Chris Christie? Should it have been Chris Christie? You know, if Chris Christie apologized, could he be the VP?
He doesn't like him, you know? He really doesn't like him. I don't know. And then he also posted this. Sorry if this is boring for you guys.
Something we're supposed to look forward to. It's an obligation. It is. Mating with white women is an obligation of white people. It's not something we're supposed to look forward to. It's an obligation. It is a solemn sacrifice and an obligation. And when you go to one of these weddings in like a rustic chapel and she's wearing cowboy boots and, you know, Pappy comes down the aisle and she's listening to a Taylor Swift song and she subjects you to her dream wedding planning. And you have to take the pictures. And when you post a picture of your hand with the ring, just remember, this is not supposed to be fun. You're not supposed to enjoy this. Just remember, this is a solemn obligation. Talk about a humiliation ritual. This is quite literally the initiating humiliation ritual.
I'm so confused.
It's an initiation humiliation rite to become a white Christian. And it's very sad and it's very solemn, but it is our
It sounds like you hate it. If you hate it that much, why even participate in this? Like, what? It's just, it sounds like you just don't like this. Like, I don't know what to say, you know? Like,
obligation, and it's what we have to do. And you have to let her colonize the house with Pier 1 imports, decorations, and she needs to take over the playlist, family Spotify, with a bunch of. And yes, you're going to sell your sports car and get a gay little minivan. And you are going to get fat and you are going to get low testosterone. And yes, she's not going to want to do certain things with it when you get married. A lot of women tweet about this, but this is the way it is. Okay. She's going to make your bedroom all gay. Your bedroom's probably.
What's the point? What's the point of going through all of this if you don't like it? I just don't understand. It's your duty? Like, how is it your duty? Like, how? How is it your duty? He's like I think he's like half Latino or Latina, I don't know, or something. Having a good life is horrible, oh no. I'm like, yeah, like, wait, what's going on? I thought, what is the point? Like, what is the incentive for men getting married and doing things with their wives if this is the way that you paint it? And why should any woman want to be a part of this either if you're describing it in such a miserable way? You know? I don't know.
Probably so cool right now. Maybe your bedroom is just a mattress on the floor. Maybe
he's quickly approaching the zenith of masculinity and misogyny, being gay. He's said before that he's asexual, and for some reason I believe him when he says he's asexual. But I mean, just don't date anybody. Don't, you know, like.
You got a TV on a folding chair. Your wife is going to make your bedroom gay. It's going to be all neutral earth tones, cream colors. Your Twitter banner is going to change. It's going to go from something awesome, like a funny cartoon, to like a family portrait where you're all have no shoes and socks on. You're wearing white button-down shirts on the beach. This is what it becomes. This is what you become. final stage of the male life cycle. It's very sad, but it's something that we're all going to have to do. And it's because life is suffering. Okay, life is actually supposed to suck. And it's all just about dealing with the disappointment. It's about letting the suckiness just wash over you. You just have to let it wash over you. The waves and waves of females and misery and disappointment just crash on the shore of your consciousness like the waves. And you just have to face it head on and just let it hit you and just let it wash all over you. And it's really more about acceptance and resignation and surrender to life. And that's when satisfaction can begin.
Okay, that's like one. Like, and then here he tweeted this one out. JD Vance's wife Usha is not raised Christian and is not a Christian. What kind of family is this?
Raised Christian is actually not a Christian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I remember when I started to re-engage. It's funny, Usha was not raised Christian, is actually not a Christian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I remember.
Like, I don't know. I don't understand. It just seems like you really just dislike this. Must be so hard for these people to just... Well, look, I think... Isn't JD Vance the guy from Deus Ex? I don't know about that, but I think JD Vance is the guy who wrote Hillbilly Elegy. I think that's what it's called. Hillbilly Elegy. Which is funny because a lot of people on the right are calling JD Vance like fake or whatever. I just want to know I just like to keep track of what's going on with these people, you know? What kind of family other humans exist? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so interested, you know? Like what are you thinking? Like what is the logic behind this? Like why even he's posting a lot about the Jews as well. I don't know. I gotta head out. Thanks for the stream, Stardust. Night chat. Yeah, have a good night. I'm just, yeah. Anyways, I think it's time for me to go to bed too, because it's like 1:30 in the morning. I had a lot of fun with you guys. I hope you had fun too. I hope you guys had fun too. Remember to press the like button, guys. If you like the content, remember to subscribe, super chat, become a member. I greatly appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. I don't know what time. I will probably not let you know. I'll probably just go live. I'll try to tweet or something. Okay. Who are we going to raid into? Let's see. Just so curious. We've got 304 viewers and 98 likes, guys. Come on. We can do a little better, no? Just a little bit? Oh, did I get raided? Thank you for the raid, Neko series. You came in right as I am ending my stream. Gosh, okay, let's see. Thank you, Neko series. Very much appreciated. I'm going to have to raid out. Let me see. Oh, I know who we're going to raid into on YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, I know who we're going to raid into on YouTube, and it's going to be Keldoge, okay? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, I hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun. Watching this was a lot of fun with you guys. So, nice to meet you from Surrey's. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait, I know you. I saw you cover the Lio Peaches stuff. Yes, that's me. First time visit. Thanks for the entertainment. Well, hello, Neko, Series chat. Thank you for visiting. Sorry that I'm ending stream, but I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, so I'll see you guys soon. Okay? So come back tomorrow. On Twitch, we're gonna raid into, let me see. Oh, VegCom. We're gonna raid into VegCom, I think, on Twitch. I'm raiding the small streamers today, okay? All right. Yeah, we're gonna raid Keldoge on YouTube, and then we're raiding VegCom on Twitch, okay? All right. Bye, guys. I love you all very much. Sleep well. Or those of you who are awake, have a good day. Bye.